The Wild Wild West.
And we're live. Joel Blaeser, what the fuck is going on?
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Doesn't it feel good?
Yes.
Feels good, dude. Every now and again, just to jump in hot, get the juices flowing. So Joel Blaeser, so we met in Milwaukee. I saw you on Soft White Underbelly, and I was taken by it. I was like, dude, this is crazy. I think you're one of their best guests. They've done some.
Thank you.
They've done a lot. They've interviewed a lot of people, but you kind of struck me, bro. I saw you. And I said, damn, this guy is the man. And we talked, and then eventually we met in Milwaukee.
It was pure accident. I had this fucked up post on Instagram. My phone's off. It's like you're talking right to me. You didn't even see me. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, and I grabbed my phone and I'm like, okay, no, they're gonna kick me out. You can't turn the phone on because I wanted to erase it. It was just some fucking negative bullshit. Like, because at the show you can't turn your phone on.
Right.
So then I go out. And I wouldn't even have turned my phone on had I not had that thought, which is that you inspired me from the thing. And then you're like, dude, I saw you come back to the green room.
I couldn't miss you. I'm obviously stealing your grip right now. I couldn't miss you.
That was fucking rad as fuck, dude.
My friend, I think Nate, you met Nate.
Yes.
Nate comes back. Oh, no, I think it was AJ. AJ comes back and he's like, yeah, there's a guy like in all white in the front row. And I was like, I know who that is. That's Joel Blaeser. I was like, dude, hell yeah. So, yeah, we talked a little bit. And then we met, dude. You're the fucking man. We met in Milwaukee. You gave the signed copies to Nate and AJ of your book.
Yeah, I gave him a little note.
Letters from Marion. The notes were, I thought, beautiful, man. I gave them their books and we were reading them. I'm like, they're just beautiful notes. You're the man, dude. You're an absolute beast. But we went to the steakhouse. 5 o'clock steakhouse.
Yes.
Might have been the best steak I've ever had in my life, dude. I'm not lying.
It was good.
It was so good. And then the thing that really killed me was I've never seen this happen before. When you showed up, you had an incident with gasoline.
Oh my God, dude. Dude.
You smelled like gasoline. You showed up. We were all sitting there eating, and I'm like, I thought you were working with power tools all day. So I'm like, maybe he was like chainsawing all day or something. He come in, I'm like, I don't want to be rude to him. What the fuck? Why do you smell like gas?
The motherfucker clicked. I'm sitting in the car. The thing's full. It clicked. I pull it out, dude, and it just was squirting, and it just squirted on the car and splashed.
Yeah, you got drenched with gasoline.
Like, that is wicked.
Bro, I swear to God, it was such a pungent
I'm like,
smell.
what am I going to do?
You had to just show up. It was a beast move.
You could have lit me on fire if you were smoking cigarettes.
I seriously was concerned. I was worried someone was going to order like a flambe or something and you would have went up because it was a thick gasoline smell. Although that's kind of the most manly cologne.
Maybe we could start it. Letters from Marion, gasoline.
But yeah, so and this is what kind of got my interest. I watched you on Soft White Underbelly, and you had the story basically about going to a Supermax prison for selling, LSD. And the case was crazy. Like, we talked about it. It was just, you sent, LSD in the mail, Western Union. Some guy got caught. He never got even caught with it, right?
No, his friend got caught. Okay. And then his friend just told on him. They showed up at his front door and he just told him this crazy story.
Right.
So wasn't indicted. He just
completely
right on his front step.
Jesus Christ. And then he gave you up and then you got on some bullshit trial where it was like, you never got caught with drugs, but there was enough circumstantial evidence to suggest that you had used a fake name to Western Union money and LSD around, and they sentenced you to, you said they were
151 months, 12 years, 7 months, which I jumped for joy. That was short.
Yeah.
I was facing 40 and I get 151, I looked at my mom and I just went like this, like,
really? You turned around?
Yes. Cause I'm like, it's 151. Like, I'm
True.
At least 40 when you're 23,
your whole life. You're done.
You're like, how do you look down that hallway?
True.
151. It's like, okay, I can file some appeals. Maybe I'll get lucky. And I did.
Mm.
But
and that was 1992. So this 92. Is like, it's crazy to think about the drug laws back. There's even like weed back then. Like you could go to jail for like 4 or 5 years for selling weed if you had enough.
When we drove through Texas or Vegas, Nevada, like the older deadheads, like the shit was hid. You couldn't do anything. Ponytails back. Like you just had to get through the state, especially Texas. They said, if we get pulled over and they find weed, we are all going to prison.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And now look,
Yeah, well,
And so we paved the way. I should put a collection bucket out.
you should, dude. You should. Well, that's
The young people have no fucking clue, man.
yeah. Even the early 2000s, it was like you could go to jail for like little bullshit like weed and stuff. I guess they obviously softened the
There's
penalties.
still some. There's 25 states where it's illegal, right?
Yeah, Texas. It's still illegal. Like if you Austin, you're fine. If you have weed in Austin, they don't care. If you leave Austin, you can still they'll like throw you in the
Because in
hold
front
you
of the
overnight
hotel,
processing.
everybody.
They don't
It's
care
just-
in Austin. But if you isn't that right, Josh? I think if you leave Austin and you get caught with weed, like I knew someone who
So
went.
it's decriminalized in Austin proper.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they at least they don't prosecute it at all. It's not.
It's the lib side.
It's a lib. This is a lib haven. Yeah, they actually have like decent food here, but you got to deal with all that stuff. But yeah, man, you can in Austin. I think I knew someone who got pulled over with a vape cartridge and got like held overnight.
In Austin.
No, outside of Austin.
Oh.
So Austin's a safe haven.
So they can. Where do they sell it here?
Yeah, it's like now we have that weird stuff where it's like the hemp.
It's one little
The
thing.
hemp bill.
Yeah,
No, the
yeah.
hemp bill
Oh yeah,
allowed-
the farm bill.
Exactly,
Because if you
farm
get
bill.
it from hemp, you can. It's like
Yeah. Or the big thing's THCA because THC is what's illegal. THCA, you have to, like heat up weed to
Yeah.
make brownies.
carbolic.
Yeah, decarboxylate or whatever.
Yep.
So now if you have that extra carbon molecule that heat removes from literally of a lighter, it's technically legal because you can be like, well, this is hemp. It's weed's legal now, by the way. So,
But is it medically legal here?
no, Texas is like I think it's I don't think they even have a medical
I think
program.
all drugs should be legal, and the world would be way different. That's really one of the driving forces behind the book, just to be part of that wave.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's like
It hasn't worked.
No.
I mean, look at the prisons.
well, what happened with Portugal? Didn't Portugal? Yeah, I mean, obviously locking people up for
They
years
did. It
doesn't
was
work.
much smaller. The Cato Institute did a big study. I wrote a couple op-eds for that. I don't remember all the statistics, but they would track it all the way to like when kids first tried drugs. Like it just had a positive impact on all the metrics of drug use, amount of drug use, when they stop. And then when you go in to do it, they say, if you get addicted or you want help, here it is. But there's a lot of moms whose young daughters and sons have OD'd and died that if it was legal, if they were at one of those places, they wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
And you take the Mexican cartel would go out of business like that. Think
Yeah.
of that. So
That's the big one. Yeah. Well, that's the. But here's the thing. I read the book Chasing the Scream by
Yeah.
Great
I've read-
book.
yes.
They talk about that
Yes.
how like in London they would give people heroin, and then if you had someone if they had to go to a center and the heroin was clean, like there were way less deaths. But now the critique in America is like the
well, it's a cesspool. America did it wrong. Like Oregon and Seattle are just like a whole area of.
exactly, and it does give the harm reduction stuff a bad name because it's like if you just let people lay on the street and you're like, oh, here's needles, and then my friend Jared Klickstein was actually living in Skid Row for a while, and he said the problem was you like throw these guys in like an apartment, like, oh, here we're gonna give you housing, and then they OD and die, and nobody finds them because they're by themselves. Rather, if they're outside,
But
people can at least discover them.
if both metrics were the same, legal and illegal, there's still the metric of the criminal elements out of it. And
Yeah,
we get
exactly.
the money that we can bring back in.
Yeah, that's true. And it's also, it loses a lot of the allure. It's like, if you're telling me if
Yes.
I got to go to like a professional office building to like go do heroin, I'm going to be like,
You're going to start to question it. You're going to think,
Yeah.
what am I doing?
what
Where's
the
my
fuck am I
life
doing?
going?
Yeah, what is it? What the fuck am I doing? It's not the thrill of like, you're getting it. It takes the rock and roll element out of it, which I think could work. And it always is a personal choice. It is like, it comes down to personal choice.
What I do with my head is my business. Can a government really tell me?
Yeah, well, apparently they told you. They sent you to jail for fucking
Fuck.
15 years. So, dude, you have a book. It's called Letters from Marion. I read it. I love the book, dude. I thought it
Thank
was great.
you.
Book was fantastic. It
You
kind
gave
of
me that shout out about the jack rag on another podcast.
yes, I did. I did. Actually,
I parted it too.
dude, I'm glad. It's got to cross a weird threshold though for other prisoners to be like, "Yo, here's how you jerk off." Because I know in jail it's like,
Nikki at the third place. Yeah, Nikki told me. He started to tell me, and I thought he was fucking with me.
yeah,
And I'm like, but he's not gay. Sparky already got me stoned with all this weed. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to try it.
Right
and I
on.
did. And it was wicked.
and it was. What was the technique again? You rolled the socks inside out.
So it's smooth. And then you're not actually like going up and down on the shaft. And it's hard. It's hard when you get a really big hard on, but you grab the shaft And then that heat will create it. And then right at climax, boom, right on top and underneath.
Put some pressure on it.
It has an effect, man.
That's crazy.
I mean, like most, don't guys know that?
Oh, man, I don't know. I've never tried the sock and the fucking pressure plate at the end.
So you turn it inside out and then you fold it over so it's a little tight, right? And you got to get a big sock. But no, it works. And then it's all contained. No spill, no fuss, no muss. You don't have to buy a cab ride home in the morning.
True. Got to wash the sock, yeah. Got to wash the sock.
Throw that fucker out.
Throw it out.
After like 6 or 8 uses.
What? Oh, so you still wash it between.
Or I'll rinse it. But not, I don't want to put it in the machine.
Nah, true. You need to keep it pure. Yeah, you need to keep it pure. I get that. True. You don't want all those chemicals on you. So you were telling me, this made me laugh a lot. So you go to trial. You took your case to trial. You fight it yourself, which, that is honorable. You go take your case to trial. And then you were sentenced, like you said. What was the first thing you did upon sentencing? You go back to the cell. What was your play?
So it was
you're 23 years old.
Sobering experience. I went to that cell and I just started to think, what do I want to do? What am I going to do when I get out? Surfing, sushi. And then I'm like, somehow I got aroused.
Right on.
And the marshals were out of the office there. There's bars. And I just fucking hit it. I made myself come hard, dude. And then I'm like, get used to it, motherfucker, because that's all you got. And I think that's actually pretty good, like, to realization and just accepting this is what it is.
Dude, I mean...
And who knows, maybe if I spent 151 months in there, I mean, I might have been getting my dick sucked. I don't fucking know. I don't think so. But after a certain amount of time, like, say if you're there for 30 fucking years, man.
I hear you.
You gotta be touched. Like, what the fuck?
Something's got to happen.
Yeah, or a guard. You get lucky with a female prison guard.
That'd be huge. That'd be very lucky.
So I don't know. I've never had to deal with that, but
you never had it. That was your primary concern. You said going in, you didn't want to have to
get raped, get my asshole filled with cum. Can I say that?
You can say that. Yeah, it's your journey.
No, man.
Dude, that's a real fucking fear. I'd be terrified, man, because you were down where in like Kentucky.
Yes. That trial was in Covington, Kentucky, 6th District. The first prison was like really low and normal, but as it progressed, and the thing is, the face of the medium security prisons at that time changed. Mm-hmm. So normal medium security in the 80s, you might have bank robbers, couple drug dealers. The average sentence was maybe 10 years. But now there was every other fucking guy at 30, 35 years, and they're young. So it was like, that was like a penitentiary and a medium. Cause like, if a dude's got 35 or 40 years and he's 25 and he's disrespected, like what the fuck does he have to lose?
Exactly.
It's not like you have 8 or 10 and you got an out date and you're close, right? So like the tensions were different.
And also I did like that. I have to say, like, so you're there, that just being like, look, I've never tried sushi. I'm going to get that when I get out. I'm going to surf around the world when I get out. And then just like, and it is funny to like just jerk off, but there's something serious about that level of acceptance to be like, this is my situation. Because I feel like people in and out of jail struggle with that, of like just accepting your lot in life and just kind of like getting with the program rather than just constantly spinning yourself out.
Acceptance.
It's a big thing.
It was luck. I don't know how I look back. What the fuck?
And why you were wise. You were definitely at 22 to be like, all right, this is what it is pretty crazy. I wouldn't have been able to take it. I would have been like, this is bullshit. There's no way. I would have been in total denial, I think.
When they arrested me, I thought to myself, as they're driving me in the car, like I had the thought, I'm like, I know a motherfucker who's got a kilo of coke. I'm thinking in my head, and I'm like, no. And they brought me to the courthouse in this room with Christopher Bick and a couple other agents. And they said, you're going to spend the rest of you're going to spend all of your fucking 20s and probably most of your 30s in prison. This is the best part of your life. And they said, we won't even process you. Just tell us you'll cooperate and help us. And it can stop right now. And I said, take me to my cell. Fuck you. Which was the hardest fucking thing, dude. Because I knew I'm not going to jail then.
Yeah.
They threw the 18-count indictment on my lap when they arrested me, which I thought, holy fuck, that means they convened a grand jury. They've been fucking following me, trying to catch me with shit, which they were. So, yeah, man, that was That was a wicked situation. Then I got out on bail for like 4 months. And then out on bail, I got in trouble. So they arrested me. I don't know if I put this in the book. And then I had to go back to Kentucky through the federal prison system. And then once I got to Kentucky, there was a mix-up with getting the car. And then I got out again.
You did talk about
but
this, yeah.
I went through 6 or 7 prisons because the way the Marshal Service is like transfers you through. And then I went to this one in Oklahoma. Now they built a different one. But you actually went into a prison with like 6 tiers. And so I'm only have been arrested. And formally charged, but I have not been convicted or sentenced. So I saw, in that point, I saw what prison was.
Yeah, well, okay.
Like really what prison was.
Yeah, you got to get your shuffle. So I remember that in the book. You had to get yourself down to Kentucky to get like arraigned or whatever.
Yeah, because they arrested me in Milwaukee, but the indictment was out of Kentucky. So they arraigned me here. They gave me pretrial probation. They said, you got to show up in 3 weeks. And
Kentucky. And you couldn't get to Kentucky.
Right.
Right,
and then like 2 days before, I called the marshals. They said, you got to get there. You got to get there. We're going to come arrest you. And then there was an issue with my getting a rental car. And then my brother wasn't going to let me use his car. And I fucked up.
Yeah. So they were pissed. So they had to literally transport you from Milwaukee down to.
But they don't go straight. You just get in the system and you go around. And then it took me like 31 days, couple county jails. But it was the one in Oklahoma City. I can't remember the name of the federal prison, but like you would go to the chow hall and you'd mix with the prisoners, like the wick, and it's just like, I remember Gene Gotti was there, I believe at the time, but it was like, holy fuck, man. Then I get to Kentucky. He gives me the bail. He's like, you can't fuck up. We're going to piss you, all that. He's like, but I'll see you. I don't know. The trial was in 4 or 5 months after that. No, I went back to Milwaukee.
Okay.
But if that could have made anybody rat.
Yeah.
Because you see, like, this is going to be home.
Oh, you weren't even, I see what you're saying. You weren't even like fully sentenced yet. And the thing that struck, I didn't know.
I didn't even have the trial.
Exactly. So you got like a taste and you could have totally been like, bro, fuck this. I'm out. I did like the thing in the book where you talked about how they gave some people what was called diesel therapy. And they would just keep prisoners traveling just in perpetuity. That like
diesel therapy.
Dude, that's fucking terrible.
Because you maybe shower every 2 days. You're constantly in chains, belly chains, and the leg irons. And then, like, if you file complaints, and I'm sure they do it to people that they want to break, like maybe Secret Service people they think are selling secrets or whatever, like some sort of thing. And then it's also a threat. Like, like if you go on diesel therapy, you're basically on a bus like 7 days a week and stopping off only every couple days, and like in the big tanks with people, you're eating bologna sandwiches. Like,
yeah, and you don't know anyone, so you're just getting shuffled, or you're a stranger.
No phone
everywhere.
calls, no mail.
It sucks, dude. I never heard of that before. You always hear about the hole. That's the big one. You get sent to the hole, but
the hole's the jail within the jail.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy,
it's
right?
Super jail.
Yeah. The hole was pretty wicked. The thing is, like on the commissary slips, they sold at every single federal prison, they sold raw garlic. And when you went to the hole, there were certain things on the commissary they wouldn't let you buy. But you could always buy raw garlic.
Really?
Cloves. And like for the whole entire time, every single day, I'd eat 2 to 4 cloves every day. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to do it.
Yeah, it probably kept like infections at bay, and getting sick in jail would fucking no one ever thinks about getting sick in jail.
It's the thing. The light sicknesses you're gonna kind of get poo-pooed, but like if something's real serious, they take, because it's the feds, they will take you right out to the hospital.
Oh, that's cool.
But
well, my friend was in county jail, and that's the thing people don't know too. Apparently, county jail is the worst. Exactly, that's what I've heard.
Cesspool wickedness.
It sucks. My friend was there, and he was an older guy, and he was in the county jail.
It's dirty. There's no
filthy.
regulation.
He was there during COVID, and he said the guards were so like whacked out about interacting with the prisoners that he was like, they didn't come check on you at all, and the heaters were fucked up. So he was like, it was freezing cold.
It always is, and the air is recirculated, so you're getting dandruff.
Yeah, he was like, it's freezing cold, and he was like, I'm an older guy. He had health issues. He's like, if I had a health complication, I would have died, because like there was like a bell or a button they could ring to like get people to come, and he's like, they would all ring it. Nobody. Like for 8 hours a night, that people just wouldn't show up because they were like, we don't want, the guards were like, we don't want to be around the fucking prison,
right? Because even if you're federal holdover in a county jail, you don't get the federal Like if you were in a federal prison. There's just like you're in the county, that's it.
You would think the county would be the nicer one because it's lesser. Well, at least you can be waiting to trial, but it's like usually if you get like a DUI, you think the conditions would be nicer to go serve a DUI sentence than like.
It's got to be the worst place
a pyramid scheme.
It's a pyramid scheme.
No, I'm saying like if you did like a high level crime, you get better jail conditions. Basically, you get better federal prison.
No, well, once you get there,
yeah, it's true. But it was that just shocked me because my friend went and I was always kind of like, oh, you would think like federal prison's like worse than the county, but it's like he was like, no, it's actually way better. He's like,
oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
But definitely. Either way, so once you were there, and in the book you move around a lot, and also there was
doesn't it come together at the end though?
I like it. Yeah, I like it. You did it. You did a good job of like chronological leaps because it's like you're talking about your one time period, like I'm waiting trial. And then like you're jumping to like being released and the stuff you were doing after that, and then back. And I thought you pulled it off. The chronological jumps.
Thank you.
Pulled off. The letters were. So what was your thought? Because within the book,
it's too many.
Well, here's the thing. I think they were fine, but you gave a pretty a pretty serious glimpse into like the psyche of an incarcerated, young.
Some
person.
of it was a little too deep.
I loved it. I thought it was great. But like the best is when you send a letter to your brother being like, "I'm gonna fucking destroy you when I get out of here. I'm so jacked." I was that made me literally laugh out loud in my bed. I was reading that. I'm like, what a funny fucking thing just to be in jail. Be like, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass when I get out of here. I'll be so strong. Which I'm sure you're fucking around with your brother, but it was like, yeah, the letters did like the story. Was flowing. The letters like they really gave it some kind of like some weight to it, man. It was like some of those letters were like,
thank you,
kind of dark in a good way. I thought it was cool because it was. You didn't. Here's my thing. You didn't have to put those in there, and you did, and you really showed kind of an unfiltered like view of how you were, and it was cool. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I wanted to do the envelopes to prove I was there, and then Hillary wanted me to type the letter out, but then I'm like.
No,
that means it could be edited. If this letter, this is it. Like you can't change that.
So with the letters, there was I didn't know what you were talking about. You were asking your mom for photos. What was the photo?
Oh, for Playboy.
What?
My parents met at Playboy, and she posted
that. I heard. Yeah,
photo.
that I knew. So what did you want the photo for?
Just to have. I don't know. No, so there's. We would see the photos like when we were little, and so they weren't all
They're
naked
not nude.
photos.
Yeah, obviously.
They're not all nude, but she has a couple, and then on the back it says Playboy Studios. But I think I had a bet or something with someone or some reason ulterior. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
but I got the picture and I showed. I said, "Look, Playboy Studio."
Yeah, that was the one.
I think it was a bet.
That was a letter I saw in there. There's no context on the letter. So I like kind of like looked it up and I was like, okay, that's what I thought it was. You wanted the Playboy photos for a bet. You never said that in the book. So when you're reading it, you're going, this is a freaky ass bull, dude.
In prison, I'm going to be jacking off to my mother.
I would never say that. I would never say that.
No, but you're right. That's a reasonable thought. How fucked up does this dude get? He's jacking off to his mother? Oh, my God.
I'd never say so. God damn, it just made me laugh because I was reading the book and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about, these photos? And that makes sense. You had a bet with somebody. They didn't believe you.
No. Gary. I'm pretty sure it was Gary.
He didn't believe you.
It might not have been a bet. It might have just been, look, I want like hey, my parents met at Playboy. Check this out. Like,
yeah, that was an interesting story too. That was, so how did that go down?
I think it happened on Lake Parkway at the mansion, Hugh Hefner's mansion. My dad collected money. Mm-hmm. He worked in the credit department. My mom worked in some area where like you're just kind of the traditional whatever. Mm-hmm. And then they met at the party. And then they married. I think they married in 1963, November 22nd, the day John Kennedy was shot. And I think they met in 1961, but they both worked at Playboy. And then Pompeo Posar was a big staff photographer, just hounded the shit out of my mother until she relented to pose. So, but the rest of the story, which I've never told anyone, probably never happened in the history of Playboy. So she posed. They picked her for centerfold. Everything was set, typeset and everything, and she fucking freaked out.
And she was like, take it out. I don't want to do it.
She's like, no. But she still stayed working there for another year and a half. But they said, no one's ever done this. Like, said no.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I can't do it. She was sort of traditional Italian,
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Catholic.
Especially back
But
then.
it's 60.
Especially back then. Like,
Two.
people now wouldn't care because people have, like, OnlyFans and shit. But, like, yeah, back then, that was a big deal.
She was old fashioned like that. Pull the chair out, like just.
What was the thinking though? Why? I guess if you're in the environment, you get kind of. They do that at strip clubs a lot too. They'll take the bartenders and they'll be like, "Yeah, you should get up there." It's just when you're in that environment, they're probably just kind of pushing you.
Well, she was super fine.
Really?
She was extremely fine. Yeah, no, unbelievable. Like, okay, I had a party at the Lake Estate. The Super Bowl was February 4th, and my friend was there, and my mom came into the kitchen. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know, 40. My mom's 65 probably. Mm-hmm. And now she's my mom. So like but petite and perfect.
You were cursed with a hot mom.
So she leaves the kitchen and Bob's there. It's probably 5 years my elder. He's like, dude, your sister is so fine. Can I get her? Can I call her? And I said, it's my mom. And he's just like, oh, and he walked out. Like that's who she was. But she wasn't like, what's the word? Like she didn't act like she was, but she was.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it like growing up with like a hot mom, basically?
How could I know the difference?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Can't say, yeah. I always wonder what that was like.
Looking back, like the way people reacted to her and would talk to her, like when we would travel, like they were very attracted to her. I don't know. It probably helped me. I mean, am I ugly?
No, yeah, no, you're looking guy, dude.
I think she might have been able to do a lot better than my dad, though, right?
Yeah. So what was in the book? You include some stuff like you guys had a rocky relationship, and then he just died.
Yeah. So
how was that? Because you go into it's kind of jarring because I read it. It's like you guys have this
it's almost
physical
unbelievable
altercation, and then he dies that day.
So a week before he died, maybe 2 weeks, we were at the dining room table, and I'm like, dude, I think something's wrong with you. I think you're going to die. I've been having these dreams. It happened with my grandmother. He said, I'm fine. I had the cholesterol check. Everything's good. Then the day before, so what was it, October 15th, 1989? 1988. Because the first time I took LSD was a year later on that date, unbeknownst to me. And so we got in a fight over something. Mm. The cakes went flying.
Oh, it was like a birthday.
Someone's cakes, was it my mother's? Someone had a birthday coming. And then so we had the fight and I ran out of the house and I was kind of a fuck up. Mm-hmm. I got this new job, and then at the job I started to panic and freak out. They had trained me and I said, I got to go home. Something's wrong. And then he died right in my arms.
Damn, that's crazy.
Which is fucked up.
Yeah, and you were, early 20s. It's got to be a pretty heavy experience.
No, 20.
Or 20 years
19.
old. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I was 21. 69, 89, 88, 19.
Okay. Damn, that's pretty wild. Yeah, that was just like a quick thing mentioned in the book, but I was like, that's kind of.
But then what happened in Marion? Like, so like, in the world, like in nature, there's no wasted energy. And if you live to be 80, you've had 6 years of dreams.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Right. And so like once I got to Marion, from this very first day to the day I left, every single night I'd dream and we'd meet and we'd talk and we'd get it out.
That's cool.
Every fucking day. So like I made peace with it somehow. But yeah, there was a rocky relationship. I mean, my dad suffered from PTSD. He fought in a war. And like, I mean, I don't know if because you mentioned it when you did your thing about hitting a kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
is that really the way? So 5 or 6 year old boy, like that's, it didn't happen all the time, but it happened enough to where it's like it's significant, right? But it doesn't have to define who I am today.
For sure, yeah.
So I don't know. Does that answer your question?
No, yeah, that does. It was like a heavier moment, and I thought this was kind of interesting too in the book. This was kind of like the crux of the tale. Was like you're in jail. You're kind of having a good time. You're, selling a little black tar heroin. I was
finance my weed. Oh my God. That's just the hypocrisy of it, right? Like we're going to keep this shit illegal?
I know.
What the fuck?
It is crazy, but for me, it was crazy that you just tried heroin and were like, man, that was cool.
I said the whole thing with drawing the needle back and the blood coming in.
Was that like creepy as fuck doing that? Like I don't like needles at all. That's why.
No, it was creepy as fuck. And the thing is, it just felt like I was really stoned. So I'm like, I'm not. Why would I want to do this other than smoke pot?
Yeah,
because then I'm getting physically addicted. I'll be sucking dick to get more or whatever.
For sure.
Like,
yeah. So it wasn't this like otherworldly.
Oh, that's the thing. That's it. That's the other thing. When I jacked off in this thing, that's the third thing. So when I was out, that was very significant. So when I was there, I said sushi, surfing, and when I was out selling LSD, they thought you were an alcoholic or doing coke or heroin, you could not get the good LSD. You were done. And they always trained you for safety first. And it's like they knew, they could see in my soul, this motherfucker will not rat. Somehow they saw that. And when I jacked off, I said, I'm going to fucking try once. I want to just try it. I want to stick a needle in my arm and I'm going to try heroin.
Was that because of Jerry Garcia was he like into heroin then, or that was until like the 90s?
I don't know the whole history. He was in it, I mean, probably from the beginning, but when he got addicted, it was definitely in the 90s. Bad, really bad. And then he went to the Forest Knolls or Serenity Knolls, and then he died. I don't know if it's because of that, but it was no, it wasn't because of that, because the people that do heroin and coke and are alcoholic, they're not thinking safety first. Right. And then they bring that heat on. People, because they're in the circles of the heavier drugs, where LSD was very clandestine.
Yeah.
So
okay. That makes sense. So that was part of your thing. Like I'm going to try heroin too once. Now I can do it.
Yeah. That was the 3 things I promised myself.
You were getting crushed by the corporate lifestyle of selling LSD. So you're like, I'm going to.
I was always to get to the next show. Like, because if you went broke, you could sell grilled cheese and beer and make $600 or $800, buy 20 or 30 sheets, go to some city for 2 weeks with someone that you just met or they know the city, and then make 4,000 or 5,000, and you're good for like the whole tour. Yeah. I mean, $2,000 or $3,000 in the 80s on tour, it was like, you're set.
True.
And you got 3 or 4 guys in the car, but like, there's always was the juxtaposition. It's like, I'm risking my fucking life for a little bit of money, even though I believe in it. Like, so that was the dichotomy of wickedness.
I mean, how fun was that? Just being, a younger.
Like that was amazing.
Basically, just following around the Grateful Dead.
It was beautiful because like those people accepted me. It was like a family, and it was just like love. The scene in the parking lot when I went to the first show was unbelievable. Like it just was what was missing at home.
That makes sense.
And it was beautiful. But no, it wasn't like I was in fear because I've sold very little drugs at a show. I would meet people and like make things happen, but it wasn't like I was out there, doses, mushrooms, this,
you
that.
You weren't really getting after it like that.
And you didn't have to, because you could do grill cheese and beer and do fine and make money, and then the acid connects. And then like these people who did the LSD, like we'll just say Rainbow, the Vesuvian man? Yeah. So one side had that, and then the one side was surfing hippie ladies. And then the sheet is 1,000 hits, which is like maybe a 7x10. And then 10 of those is like accordion. So that's 1 gram of LSD, which looks just like a gram of cocaine. And then they would pay someone to batik those sheets with each square of 100 hits would have the Vitruvian man from, what's his name? Da
Vinci.
Yeah, Da Vinci. And the other side would be the surfing hippie ladies. But that piece of paper was like artwork. You could not counterfeit that.
That makes
so
sense,
if I saw one of those sheets on the lot, I'm like, all right, Rainbow's here. I'm going to search them out. Like I know I can get, and then they would front me anything, but I would never, they would front me 10 grams, which is 100,000 hits. But I would like, what am I going to do with it? And they would train me, like, if you ever think there's heat around the corner, like throw that shit away. You just have to stay safe. Like one time we did a 10 strip, and like they were just with me when they met me. And
you took 10 hits, you're saying?
Yeah. And they could tell somewhat, however they told, they could tell, but like I was in.
Damn.
I was in.
What was that like when you like, that was your first experience? Was that your first experience with LSD?
No, the first one was the year anniversary of my dad's death. I was with new friends that I met, and we were in the show. They were blue unicorns, and there were lights like this on the ceiling, and we just kept eating the LSD because I'm like, I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real. It was her second time, and then I don't know. I probably got to 8 or 9, and then all of a sudden we're like, this is real. But then we just spent the next 15 hours together. We were at the show. It was the most beautiful, lovely experience. Like you were just in the moment. It's hard to explain in words. But that was a beautiful trip. But the time I took the 10 was Northern California, and like you could sleep. I mean, pure good LSD is not, I don't think it's really harmful unless you have something psychologically that's really impending you, and or the precursor to the trip. Like if you just got in a wicked fight with your ex-wife and she's taking the kids and you got to double the alimony, and then that might be bad.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you were saying in the book too, these people who were like, there was only a few people who were able to somehow secure the ingredients necessary to make LSD, because it is hard. I knew a guy in a lab, and he could make almost anything, but he's like, I can't make LSD.
Ergotamine tartrate. No, it's a substantial amount of glassware, and it's not just some bathtub shit to get pure LSD 25. It took some time. And so the other thing is like, and you're not just going to you're going to end up with millions and millions a hit with a batch, you know? So it's like, you're going to have a lot. But those people that I met, they never were about bling bling. They were specific to safety first and wanting to bring about radical social change. And when I was in prison, I met people from Caracas and all down South America, these big, huge coke dealers. And this one dude, I remember his face, I can't think of his name. And he sort of made me start to think even more about it, because he said, like, when the LSD came and he knew about Owsley, he knew all this stuff about like the scene, but he was like this wicked cocaine dealer, but he was so smart. And he said, when that LSD came in, it's when people were rioting in the government and we wanted to overthrow things. And he's like, that stuff brought about radical social change. So it makes sense that the government wanted it illegal, but who knows why? Maybe they found some truth serum way to like make people. Yeah, they didn't want Russia to get it, but they did a lot of stuff with alcoholism too.
Yeah, that was a big thing for AA. I think LSD.
Bill wanted it everywhere.
Yeah.
And then there's at the Jefferson in the 50s, they did, when I was in prison, they had a show with Barbara Walter on LSD, and the whole was sentencing and everything. And so in the 50s, they did this thing where they would take alcoholics, non-AA, they take them on one bad trip, seriously bad, and show them everything they did wrong, and they filmed it. And then on Barbara Walter's Inside Federal Prison, they had like the dude's daughters or sons, and they're like 70 or 80. And they said the LSD saved our lives like our dad or mom never took another drink. They completely changed them.
Damn.
So that was a small study.
How much do you think how much they were giving them? They were probably back then. Too,
I think it was they showed it was 1,000 mics. They showed that it was from Santos. They called it Dicelin or something like that, and they would give them 1,000 mics, but they literally would take them on a horrendously negative trip the whole entire time in a thing with doctors and like.
Well, it's weird too because.
And then it would infect them forever till they died.
Dude. I mean, imagine again in the 50s, like LSD, like I grew up hearing about it. You have like a context for what it is, like it's like it's like hippie stuff and
jumping out the window, you're gonna die.
Yeah, or even being like say I was following like fish, and if I was a kid, I would have been like, yeah, it's like weed. It's like you get high, but in the 50s, if someone just hit you with 10 hits of LSD in a lab and like, get your fucking life together, I'd be like, I
always thought it was going to make you go crazy. I mean, I didn't take LSD till I was 1989, 20 was the first time. And so I had a few times at shows I would buy a sheet or two from someone I didn't know, and I just would sell it at high school. I'd say, is this real? And I did mushrooms a couple times, but like, even though I thought I was a free thinker, there was like, you're going to take it and you're going to want to fly and jump out a window. Like somewhere that got started, because that was always in my head, but it wasn't that dangerous. But I don't know if it's for everyone.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But I think that if a big slice, like if you go to Gaza, right, then Terrence McKenna would go all the way to group sex, but he's like, you get both sides, Palestine, the Jews and let's all take some LSD and sit in a room. I guarantee you they're going to fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
And they might start fucking each other.
That'd be sick.
Right?
That'd be sick.
I mean, the peace on earth, man.
I know.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like it could, do that. It is unfortunate because I like you were saying, it's not for everybody, and I have seen people who abuse it kind of lose it. Like
LSD?
yes,
So I've never seen that. I believe it,
but I think you have to have underlying stuff already, kind of
he
kicking around.
abused it like daily.
They were just there was like every weekend, just boom, like and like constantly. As you said in your book, you didn't take it
less than a dozen times because
Exactly.
it's so profound. What do you need?
These guys were every weekend the nitrous. They were just partying with it, and I remember.
Wow.
I see the one guy. I was in a grocery store, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man?" He was working there. I'm like, "How you doing?" Dude, he cornered me. He's like, I'm fighting a battle against light and darkness. And I was like, oh, boy. I was like, all right, bro. I was like, I'm going to grab my stuff and get out of here. But it was, I remember this guy. But again, it could have been just like underlying stuff. Because that is like, if you take a person who already has, even if like, they could have like had a job and just been a little weird or whatever. But it's like, if you really kind of ramp that shit up and it's like, you don't give them any kind of like way to work through all that stuff. It's like,
no, you're right.
It makes sense. You would lose your fucking mind.
Because you have psych now. What is that?
That was I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. I have an idea with what I want to do, but I got obsessed. So I've always liked psychology. So I've always liked psychology. And then I went to school for social work to get my master's. And
yes.
I wanted to start something like AA that's just not centered around drugs where you can kind of get people.
Anything.
Yes. Who are like, I could talk to people who are, like PhDs or whatever and have them help me come up with some sort of program that could be peer led around like just mental health stuff in general. That way, like, you can't afford a therapist. If you can't afford a therapist, you could still have like a group that's like, it's not like therapy per se, but it would be using
sharing
the tools, like that. These people, like these PhD level people, make up, and like, how do you kind of disseminate them in a way that like it could be done in like a peer to peer thing. So that's my goal, and I'm still now looking for therapists now because I want to just salary a couple therapists now that I can to just kind of like run groups and like kind of like curate the whole like online space.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's for.
How did you get that name?
I made it up. Psych no, I don't know. It sounded funny because but yeah. So that is my goal because we do need to figure something out collectively because this isn't it's clearly not working, dude. It's like the fact that we're immune to like kids shooting kids in school now. It's like it happens enough to where it's like, all right, dude. We need to organize ourselves mentally a different way. We're organized around one thing right now, and it's not really
money.
Not working. Yeah, pretty much. And it's like it's good. I don't hate money, but it's like it's clearly something's getting fucked up, and it's like I really feel like as human beings, we're organisms, and like we're not. It's hard for people to wrap their head around the fact for everybody that they're not like the most important person in the world. Because as an organism, if you think about organisms,
cells, we're all a cell.
Yeah, well, if you're an organism and you sense an organism that's bigger than you, that's a threat to your life. You know what I mean? Because if you're an animal, just say you're an animal. If you're an animal and if you're a wolf and you see a bigger wolf, that wolf could very well kill you, and that sets off a chain of reactions. But human beings, our sense of like largeness is kind of abstract. So if you perceive somebody's bigger than you in some sense, it can set off like a very real chain of biological events that can color your thinking and behavior. And it's like no one really thinks about that, but it's like something people have to come to grips with. But whatever. But yeah. So that's. I don't know, man. I think we could have a good time up here on Earth, but it's it sucks for everybody. It's kind of shitty.
Is it the human condition?
I think so.
We're stuck. The iPhone.
Yeah,
I got an iPhone in April or May. I had a flip phone from 2013. I shut off my iPhone too. Mm-hmm. Dude, that motherfucker is worse than bad cocaine.
Yeah, dude. I'm coming to grips with how addicted I am to my phone, and it's like it's bad, man. I got my screen time down to like. I think like 3 hours, and I think this week I should be hitting 2, but it's like, dude, it's such an addiction.
But you need it for your business, right?
Yeah, I do, but it's like I could use it in a way where I'm not like pulling it out and being like, let me see if anyone. And I'm just
every
like,
2 hours, they're just.
Well, the worst part is with social media, you're addicted to yourself. You're like, you've commodified your personality.
How many likes?
You're checking your numbers.
Money?
Yeah, now you have like, it's like very real, quantitative data on like your personality. And so, of course, there's an addictive component to the phone, but like nothing's more addictive than yourself and like, your insecurities and checking on all that. And I think that's what ties a lot of people to it.
And the kids, now that they're like, if I don't have likes, this whole idea of
it sucks.
Shootings.
Yeah. So that's, but either way, So yeah, I kind of agree. Something needs to happen, but it's one of those things where it's like when people try to push the pedal, like I got the solution and push the pedal. Usually it's just 10 times worse. So I don't know. I'll be curious to see what happens with people. But either way, so dude, okay, so this is what else did I want to ask you about? So this is the thing that I thought was crazy. So you're kicking around different, prisons.
6.
Yeah, you're 6
I
different
didn't
prisons.
adjust well. Who does, right?
True, but you're kicking around. Things are going well. You've got some hustles going on, and then
Always hustle.
You have the altercation with the guard, and this was the thing I thought the craziest part of the book. You have the altercation with the guard.
If you said that name in a disrespectful way, the Aryan Brotherhood would have killed you.
What do you mean?
Wait, which guard you're talking about?
The guard who sent you to Marion.
Oh, that guy, the lieutenant. Okay, no.
What guard are you talking about?
And when I said, I'll do you like Tommy Silverstein.
That was crazy.
That's like ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh, no, the black lieutenant, though. That really was the chain of events to get me there.
This was I thought it was kind of nuts. So you're in jail. Things are going well, whatever. This black lieutenant takes your bag. You guys get into an altercation. So
he called me a hippie rat.
He did.
He threw me down. He called me a hippie rat, and I called him a really fucked up name. I don't want to say.
It's all right. You don't have to.
So, but the whole yard saw that.
Yes. And he had to
and
do
I
something.
never ratted, but he knew that. He knew
I didn't realize that. He said that to you in front of all the other prisoners, which is kind of a death sentence.
He's like, well, because when I came to that prison, he wanted the bag.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to get that bag. I know you faked that property slip.
And your friend stitched it for you. It was like a nice, it was like your prized possession.
James Irving, yeah. And so that was the third prison I was in with it. And then I'm coming out of chow to go to the yard, and he just, give me that bag, you hippie rat. And I yanked it back just out of reaction. He body slammed me. It's like 6'4", 6'5", 250, 260, huge lieutenant. I mean, he's running it. And he's like, you fucking hippie rat. And I'm like, oh, fuck. But he knew, when you come in, they know who's ratted, who didn't rat, who might have to be in PC or not. So he knew that he was pushing my buttons. But anyway.
Yeah, so the thing I thought that was wild was like that incident kind of aligned itself with the crack laws, where it was like they reduced the sentences on powder cocaine, didn't reduce the sentences on crack cocaine. So then there were these like racial riots in the jail, and then that was
the first one out of 12 to riot. That's really significant.
12 prisons around the country. Like,
yeah,
and like, dude, the extent of the damage was crazy. Like the bill you were saying,
did you see the report?
No, what was the report?
I have the whole riot report. Well, now I got to re-put it back up on my new website, but it's a report from the Justice Department. It shows like all the prisons that rioted, what was burned down to the ground, and they said that the instigator was Talladega, Alabama, and they charged me with leading it, which was the lieutenant.
That was
like
a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Well, it was really like a racially inspired riot, because it was like black guys were going to jail for crack, for the most part, white guys are going to jail for coke.
And at methamphetamine and LSD, they changed all those three.
Oh, okay. So
three.
Yeah. So the black guys were understandably kind of pissed. So they rioted.
It's the same drug.
I know. And then that lieutenant was like, oh yeah, this guy instigated the riot. So you went from just like, prison to then having to go to Supermax prison based on really just a beef you had with the lieutenant, which is fucking crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. There's 22 or 23 black guys and me. And then after the riot, when they did the hearings, everybody in the prison got in wicked trouble. But no one got sent to Marion but just us 23.
And Marion, can you just explain what Marion is? Because I didn't know what it was before I read the book.
Supermax Federal Prison opened up in 63 after Alcatraz closed. There was a control unit. And then in 1983, Tommy Silverstein and Clayton Fontaine killed 2 prison guards in the control unit, which was the Supermax of Supermaxes. And then as a result of that, they made all of Marion the control unit, and they called it the Marion model. So that was the most secure, heinous 23-hour lockdown ever fucking conceived. And man, and then like 2006, they decommissioned it, and then the 80X opened. But in the 1990s was like 385 of the most sophisticated, predacious motherfuckers on planet Earth, man, and me. What the fuck,
and
dude?
It was
long hair.
23-hour lockdown, 1 hour outside a day.
Yeah, and you had bars. So that's actually was a saving grace, because if you're laying in your cell, single cells, you're looking out, you see the big, tall windows, where if you imagined it was like a door, like in the 80X. And some days they might give us 90 minutes.
Damn. And you were,
but
you were
that
saying in the thing that really kind of like I thought was nuts in the other prison during the riots, you were like about to go to the yard to work out, and you were like,
it was weird.
Let me go back to my room. And you were saying the yard itself was just like an apocalyptic battle of like dudes getting raped, people getting their heads smashed.
When I went to Marion, my neighbor told me a story of Dean who went out on the yard because he said that after the riots, they both got transferred to this other prison. Then T came to Marion, and then he didn't know that what you just said that I put in the book, but he told me what happened out on the yard. And he said Dean was almost dead. Like he was beat so bad, like his head caved in, like he was alive, but just like not doing really good, even after like months of like he was that fucked up. But then in the unit you walk in and it was just a jungle. But like we were all together. They were breaking the machines. We were trying to break down the door to where all the records were. Because all the official records were still like physical. These guys who had all the crack law guys wanted to burn them.
Understandable.
Because no, I only have a year.
Damn.
No, they would have said.
I know that. I'm saying I know that'd been crazy taking that down. In that book I taught, in the book You Can't Win by Jack Black, that like he's like a burglar or whatever in the early 1900s. He ends up finally in a jail in California. I think in was it Folsom? Maybe it was Folsom. I don't know where it was, but he either way there was an earthquake and all of the records for all the prisoners got destroyed in like a fire or something, and he ended up getting stuck because he couldn't get out. You couldn't go in or out because he was already there, so he couldn't prove like he did enough time. But he eventually did get out. But yeah, that's damn. If only those guys had grabbed the records, that'd have been so sweet.
When they toured us out of because I didn't see everything that happened. Once they locked us down, we were in that unit for 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 days before we left for Marion. But when they took us all out to go to Marion, the one building was burnt to the ground and another building was halfway burnt down. And then when we were in there, we could hear bulldozers and shit, but you didn't really know what's happened. But I'm like, where the whole housing unit was, it was gone. It's like, fuck. I mean, you could smell smoke, but you just didn't know how bad it was.
Yeah, you got to see the damage.
Before they took our radios, we would hear on like that one dude, I can't remember that guy who would always come on in the morning. It was national radio show, but he had started to say about all these other prisons that rioted.
Mm-hmm. He said all the other ones, and they kind of try to suppress that. Yeah, I remember reading that, how they were trying to act like, nah, we're good. And then didn't other ones like say there was stuff just so that they could clamp down and get overtime and all
exactly. That was in the report too.
Yeah.
There were some that did that. And the funny thing is the ones that, here's the thing, what I talked about earlier, the medium security prisons were the ones where the most violence in buildings being burnt happened. Cause these guys it's a consensual crime. I sell you something. Yeah. I know it's illegal. All right. I did do the crime, do the time, but it's like I could have raped, I could have robbed you, I could have stolen so much more money and gotten less time. Like it's not fair and equal justice.
That was always my thing. It's like the prison law should be according to who would you rather have as your neighbor, right?
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
Would I rather have a guy who sold coke or a pedophile? It's like, all right, a pedophile should do longer time than a guy who sells coke because it's like that's who I'd rather live next to if I had to choose. Or if I didn't have a choice, it would be like, it should be, people should be sentenced accordingly.
Did you ever look at when you moved to a new neighborhood, the federal sex offender registry?
I check it all the time.
It's unbelievable map, and you could just hover, you see who they are, what their crime is, are they on probation?
And there's
what a tool.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
And there's a lot of them, man. I did it when I lived in Philly, and I was shocked. There was a decent amount, and I think they had them all in one house. They were all in like this one house, like 4 blocks away, and I don't know if they just like some landlord structure.
That might be my next play. Free prison.
What do you mean?
Because the state, there's a demand. Where are you going to put them when they come out?
Right, yeah.
And maybe like there's just, I don't know, like the greed makes me think about it. But like if you could find a place for them to live, you're going to have you'll be able to rent the unit out every time.
Oh, you're talking about like pedophiles specifically or just prison?
Yeah, no, pedophiles.
You should, yeah. There's
what are we going to do with them? Where are we going to put them? And the thing is, I don't know if it's an addiction. I want to think it is, but like those guys should never come out ever.
Yeah, they should have to. You should like you
ever.
Said, they should be. There's a documentary to watch where it's called Pervert Park. It's a really rough watch, but they They have like a trailer park in Florida, and they're just like gated community. It's like they just all live in here, and people just fucking beer bottles over at them.
No, okay, so they're contained then. At least they know where they are.
But dude, not like so. I used to get housing for people when I went to school for social work. One of my jobs was to get housing for prisoners. So you get out of jail, I would do a little interview and be like, hey, I'd have to get like, what is the nature of your crime? But it was just like selling drugs and stuff. And then the lady who ran it didn't tell me she had opened up to pedophiles, because that was one of my, I would like, the crap break the ice, because I didn't like being like, hey, what'd you go to jail for? So I'd be like, hey, I have to ask you this. As long as you're not like a pedophile, whatever, don't worry. And they'd always be like, motherfucker, I'm not a fucking pedophile. I'm like, And then one day the guy was like, well, I actually am. And I was like, what? And then they were like, yeah. And I talked to my boss. I'm like, what the fuck? And she was like, yeah, I decided to start taking pedophiles. We got to find them housing too. And I was like, okay. But
what year?
This was only like, this would have been 2019, 2018, around then. My thing was like, I didn't want to, and I would call their probation officers, because I would be like, isn't there laws? These guys can't be, I can't like throw this guy into Best Buy. Like there's kids around there.
No, there's the 1,000 feet or whatever by school and all that. I think there is.
That's what I thought it was, man. But this person, it was kind of like, leading the thing, as far as I remember, was kind of like, no, they're fine. They have rights. And I called the guy's probation officer. I'm like, this guy can't work here, Kenny. The probation officer was like, fuck no. And I was like, yeah, I didn't think so. So it was weird. I remember ending up telling the lady, I was like, I
don't ask, don't tell. We got to get rid of them.
I was like, bro, I'm not sending this guy, into apartment buildings. I don't know so it was I just told her, like, I don't,
The stigma seems less now for ex-drug dealers.
It does. Those guys,
pot's legal. I mean, if you went to jail for weed, how could that even?
I got those guys' houses pretty easily, because I would just cold call landlords and be like, hey, I got this great deal, 6 month upfront paid rent. And they'd be like, oh, what is it? And I'd be like, here's the catch. And then they would go, oh, come on, man. I'd be like, dude, they're not like fucking pedophiles. They just sold drugs. Like, come on. The 6 months is paid up.
People pay their rent. Who cares?
And then, so they were cool about that. But once she tried to have me find like the pedophile, and I had to tell her, like, look, I'm not the guy to help these guys.
Because now they're going to,
not even. Then you're gonna fuck up all these other guys' housing, and it's also I remember the one dude would call me, the guy who was on my caseload who had that kind of stuff, and he would just be like, "Hey, I'm outside." In my head, I wouldn't even be there, and I'd be like, "I don't give a fuck." He's like, "It's raining," and I'd be like, "Tough." So I'm like, "There's got to be someone who can help that guy." So they do need help from somebody, but it was like, I can't do it, man. I couldn't do it.
Like you just build like a 600 unit spot, and they're all there. Where are they gonna go?
Dude, it's a weird thing to do. And they just kind of like hush and quietly tuck them in a neighborhood. Like, hey, here's the guys here. And it's like, it's fucked up, man. It's really fucked up. And then
when you do the real estate transaction, you got to say, about the sex offender registry. Like you have to check that box. Mm-hmm. Because it's like if someone moved into your neighborhood and they were that, it's going to devalue everything.
Yep, it's that. Those guys have a hard time.
They never seem to be able to break free.
No,
it's not like, you sold LSD, you went to prison, you never sold it again.
Exactly. Even if you did, whatever.
Well, I did flood Marion with it.
Did you really?
Last time.
What? How'd you do that? So yeah, you were in the Supermax.
No, I did. I set it up. I don't want to say his name.
Oh, I remember this because you were pissed when you got. Was that correct?
I don't think I put it in the book, but maybe I put it in the book. I don't think it's 2015 I got out. No, that would have been after the statute of limitations. So I set it up. I said to my friend, listen, I don't know if I'm going to do this, but if you get a letter that's like this from this place, this is where the LSD will be. So I drove. I was on federal. All this shit's past its 5 years statute of limitations. The only way that they can extend it is if they ask a court, and then they have to notify you.
It's just all entertainment anyway, dude.
So, right. And so I got it. I got the liquid. I put it on the paper. I wrote this letter with gloves on and with my left hand, the envelope. And I drove past Marion. Mm-hmm. Way down south through Illinois and then into that state that's right to the east, either Tennessee or Kentucky, and then just went to a mailbox with a stamp and just put it in. So then it had that thing, right? And then he acknowledged it in a with a future letter. He didn't say
anything,
but then I never wrote him back again.
That's cool, guys.
I had to do it as one last act of defiance. I had to do it. And the thing is, They could have come to me and said he got caught with it. You sent it. There was no fucking trace. I didn't have a cell phone. It's not like they knew I drove there. I didn't get pulled over. There was no, like, there's no way.
And it just ran right through there. That must have been wild.
The
dude.
thing is, like, I did a line of coke one time in prison, and like smoking weed, it was hard to get used to. When James first got me stoned, I was crying in my bunk because it's just the horror of what, dude.
That must have been terrible getting that high in jail.
Twice there was acid and I didn't take it, but one time this guy gave me this line of coke, ether based, just wicked, just so high. But then coming down off that, dude, was like, not that you wanted more, but you're like, I'm in fucking prison.
Ugh.
Dude, that's a hard fucking reality. So
What was it like
taking
being
acid,
Yeah.
Herb got 4 or 5 hits. Each was 200 mics. And he asked me for like a week, not to push me, but he said, because he's like, we're all going to take this, but there's one for you. And then he kept coming to the chow and saying, are you sure? Because he's like, I'll probably never get this again. Mm-hmm. And then I remember when they took it, they had a great time. But I just thought if I took that in jail, like 8 or 10 hours of tripping in prison, I don't know, man.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't.
I have a friend who smoked K2 in jail, like the synthetic weed.
Yep.
And he said and this guy was doing.
Isn't it just like weed?
Yeah, but apparently it's like kind of harsh from what I've heard. It's like it can be like because it's just a chemical. So like weed, the plant can only get so strong, but K2, they're spraying these synthetic cannabinoids. It could be fucking.
Who knows?
Exactly. So he said, and this guy, he had done like
tripping
all the drugs you could possibly do, and he was like, dude, fuck that shit. He said he was in there. He kept hearing people coming, checking on, and it wasn't happening. It was him and the dude in there just in terror the whole time.
Did you like the way we made pipes?
Yeah. Yeah.
It worked perfectly. And the thing is, that if you blow the smoke out with another tube of bounce, you see smoke, but you cannot smell it.
That was the old college. That's the old college trick too.
You got to suck the whole hit down though, so there's no smoke left.
That was the college trick. You would put the Febreze fabric softener sheet in a paper towel thing and blow it out.
Because pot smells so strong to people that don't smoke it.
Yeah, smoking weed in jail does seem like a lot of trouble. Seems like you'd have to be really kind of careful. I guess you could go outside.
Sparky took me out and we just kept hitting this joint during the move right when I arrived. And when I got back, I swear to God, it was like I took 10 hits of acid.
Freaked out.
I was so fucking stoned. Like,
Eesh.
Dude, and I'm like 151 months. I hadn't won an appeal. It was just this wickedness.
It really set in. That weed does that to you, where like the reality of stuff sets in.
Every day it took me twice a day, and after about a week, it was
you got fortified.
Fuck it, you got to do your time, right? And then they taught me how to beat the piss test. You drink. I read about that. You drink a gallon of water, and then the lieutenants give you 2 hours, and because they can't just grab you and say pee, they say you got 2 hours to report to the lieutenant's office. Mm-hmm. You got to drink a full gallon in 15 minutes. They taught me this, and then they said by the 6th or 7th piss, they said you want to wait to 7. If you can wait till 8, it's just pure water.
Don't you get a dilute though? I heard you the drug test now they can hit you with it was too diluted.
This was the 90s, and the thing is, whenever they would take they'd take it, you'd go back to the lieutenant's office, they would make it look like they're putting it in a mailer, but then they would always ask you, if you admit to us you did drugs, we'll only give you 30 days. I mean, I never would, but nothing ever came back dirty.
That's
Today
cool.
The test might be different, the whole whatever, but if you didn't piss, you would get a dirty. Then it's 90 days in the hole and you'd probably get transferred.
Yeah, it sucks.
Which is the fucking worst.
And you also, if they, even if it was diluted, you'd have the time because it'd have to get mailed out, ran through a lab, and by then it's like, hey.
I don't know. Did they do that in the 90s, the dilution?
I've just heard about it. I don't know. I was so young. In the 90s, I was a wee boy, but I remember hearing about that move, like just slam a bunch of fucking water, but then the test would come back as like inconclusive because it was just too diluted. I
think that 8th piss, because you're talking now maybe at 45, 50 minute mark, if you slam that, it looks like water, it smells like water.
Yeah.
It's probably barely 98 degrees warm.
No, it makes sense back then that it would have been like that.
But today I think they probably could detect it.
Yeah, I had to do a drug test when I was working for my dad. He does demolition. We were like working in like on the hospital kind of, or was it a hospital? It was a school. So they like everyone had to get drug tested. So I remember what we had to do. We had all day, and it wasn't like you had somebody watching you. So we just had like I filled up a latex glove of pee from somebody I knew, and then you just keep a hand warmer on it, so it keeps it at like 98 degrees.
How did you know he was clean? You just hoped?
I just knew he was. I asked him. He didn't. I knew so he didn't smoke weed or do anything. So I was like, let me get pee in this glove for me, or pee in a thing. And then I just dumped it in the glove.
And it worked?
Kept it on a hand warmer. But then I got there, and my friend needed some too, so we had to split it. And then we both. I didn't realize there was a minimum amount, so we both gave like that much.
Did they take it?
Yeah.
That's
The
awesome.
nurse was cool. She was really, but they hit you with the temperature. That was a big thing. They temp check it
Because then they
sure.
see if it's cold. It's not 98.6.
Exactly. So the hand warmers, I had to ask for hand warmers in like July. I was like, you guys have hand warmers back here? And they're like, yeah, but why? I was like, I don't know, man. I just need them. I'm going somewhere. So, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. So then that story too about getting.
What about the duffel bag?
What about it?
What do you think happened to it?
What, the duffel bag you got taken from you? Didn't you get it? Did you get it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the end of the book, man. You got that was it. All came together. That guy.
What the fuck? So that
He probably felt
motherfucker.
fucking bad.
That lieutenant sent it to me after I got home from Marion, which means he held it the whole time I was in Marion.
What the hell was it? What was that about? Why did he give it back to you?
It was the fuck you.
You think that was his fuck you to you?
100%.
What? You don't think that was? I took that as the guy who was like had a nice moment where he was just like, let me give this guy his bag back.
No way.
Why did he do that? Just to be a
I
dickhead?
think so. I burned it in a 55-gallon drum that day. I had a ceremony to let it all go.
That's cool. That makes sense.
I did. And maybe it was. I never thought that. I mean, I wasn't in a bad. It just struck me like this motherfucker sent it back now.
It is weird. Also, is it normal to keep like? How would he even get an alert that you were out?
He was following it. He had to be.
Yeah, that's
like
kind of weird.
Yeah. So like, but it represented so much.
Yeah.
I had to like the Phoenix, like just let this
Burn
go.
this
And I
thing
had a
out.
ceremony.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
No one was there, and I just like this is going.
this thing's out of here. That makes sense. Just
I don't regret it, but it would have been kind of cool to say, "Hey, here's the green duffel bag." But
no, man.
I had to let it go. I had to just get rid of it. It symbolized so much.
Yeah, and just to move
Was
on.
that bad psychologically? What do you think?
No, I think that's feel good doing that. Get rid of it. Just to
Yeah.
that way you're out. That's like a chapter that's totally done with.
Yeah,
And there's something kind of cool and ceremonial about being like, all right, I'm done with this part
I
of my
can
life.
let go.
Especially if you think the guy was fucking with you. I'd be like, fuck you, dude.
Well, I don't know that. It shocked me though
Yeah, I'd be
that
freaked
this
out,
came.
dude.
It shit was shocking.
Yeah, that would have freaked me out. Like, first of all, I was like, dude, you're keeping tabs on me.
Staying with my brother, which the probation officer would have known, but like all my other stuff I had.
Yeah.
Like, because when I left Marion, there's that stuff that got sent. Like, this is maybe weeks or months later. It just was weird.
That is weird. And then the one thing I did want to ask you about, because this is in the book as well, you got out and you started a pretty successful real estate.
Dude, I was
Venture.
so
Killing it.
focused. I got to come back. No, I was like by accident. The house,
Yeah.
there was a bust. They showed coke. I was going to my job. There's an arcane law that was like you can make an unsolicited bid with the Marshal Service if they seize assets. And I knew all this from jail.
Yeah. 'cause
And
you
so then I
studied up.
actually dated the Marshal.
It helps.
A little. She probably would deny it. But so I bought that house.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bought that house probably 18 months later for like $25,000. And then I just like felt like changing the design. My mom would always take me to these Frank Lloyd Wright homes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just started doing it. And then some people helped me in the neighborhood. They saw sympathetic to the architecture, but I needed help like with the design and just people and contractors. And then that just started the evolution. And I was hyper focused, monster, just like going after it, like not worried about a Rolex, but just loving what I do. And I was good at it. The best that I've ever been at anything probably in the world of commerce and making money that's legit, paying taxes. I mean, 2005, I paid $175,000 in federal tax. I mean, where the fuck did that money go, man? A fucking tank tread? Like, goddamn. But yeah, so that just focused me, and I just would buy buildings, restore them, or buy apartment buildings, restore them, rent them, and sell them.
That's cool. Yeah. And you got into like just kind of, I remember the book
I did
was saying-
addresses and everything. And then my lake house, this massive lake estate, S109W35190 Jacks Bay Road, Eagle, Wisconsin, 53149. Dude,
Nice.
fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, you had
that spot was unbelievable.
And you got hit with the subprime mortgage crisis. Yeah, man.
I was told.
That's wild, dude.
I was told not to. Yeah.
That, yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them. I wanted to get to 3 million and then get 3 million in T-bills and then still do what I do. But that was my goal. And I had 9 years at $1.10 million. I bought that lake estate and 2 other houses, 6429 North Santa Monica and 1525 North Marshall. And then just, it went, man. And I paid all the mortgages till I had like 11,000 left. And then a bankruptcy lawyer came to me and said, if you file bankruptcy, you could stay in that lake house for another 18 months. And I said, dude, I'm giving the keys back. Like, it's done. I'm not just going to stay here. And I flew to Hawaii and I started to caretake a farm. But that took me 10 years mentally. Like now, like you being on here, like that focus and drive, like it's there. I have it, but I still do it today. And I have a little, not where I was, but I'm not driven like I was and I want to be.
Right.
I want to be.
But you're still doing the properties.
Yes.
That's cool. Rehabbing and fixing up.
Yep.
Yeah, that was.
I guess I'm an artist and buildings are my medium. I'm not
cool.
a contractor because I can't do it for someone else because then it's their vision and I can't just do what I do with the people, you know?
That's true.
So that's what I know. Like I can't, like I'm not a painter.
For sure.
That's kind of like what the hand I was dealt.
Yeah. No, that's pretty
And
cool.
I love working out. I like working out.
It's a nice physical job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the plan now? What are you up to now? And what's your plan to do?
Well, you've inspired me. I'm going to do an Audible on the book. I'm going to do a second edition. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep the name. And then the whole social media thing is like all new to me, but like you can get paid for views.
Yeah.
Like you can go on a show and drink liquid death and show it and like you're going to get 10 fucking grand. Like I see it. I understand marketing. Like holy fuck, man.
You want that liquid death money.
Fuck yeah, man. Why not? Like it's cool. The fame part is weird to me, but I guess like that's part of it, Like
So what, are you going to start a podcast or something?
I don't think I could compete.
Right. But you just want to do the real estate.
I'd love to sell the book, the movie rights. I had started a cream plate. That would be really cool.
Yeah, and with the book, it was funny because you did what, 5,000 copies?
Yes,
sold them, and now the only books are on Amazon. And I was like,
I'm not selling them for $200. Those are other people.
We looked up his book. Me and Nate were there. Nate Marshall were looking.
You
up his book.
thought it was me?
And I was like, damn, this guy's selling his books for fucking $200.
No,
and that's all they're secondhand sellers because they sold all your ones. Yeah,
from the soft white underbelly. It's like within a couple of months, I'm like, Mark, what the fuck? People are selling my book for $250. He's like, yeah, that's part of the deal.
You got to print more, dude.
I could print more or do a second edition because what I want to do is a chapter every other chapter, and then add Marion. I took a bunch of stuff out about Marion.
Yeah, the book was. I'm telling you, the book was great. I couldn't stop reading it. So,
but they do a feature film on a guy who invented the delay on a windshield wiper, $80 million. Like they'll do it on anything. But the story. This not my story. I mean, my story is there, but just the story of the history of Marion.
Yeah.
And the drug laws and like the riots.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck,
that was
man?
cool. And it was fascinating.
It's crazy after this many years. Like you have me on this podcast, it makes it relevant again. Like unfucking believable. Like how the fuck, like you saw that show and you're like, I gotta get this guy. Like,
yeah.
What? And then I took 21 days to respond. I'm like, oh my God, this motherfucker's gonna think.
Not a big deal.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, I did think it was crazy how you were in there and you were describing like the people, especially in Marion, like these guys would kill you, like without hesitating. And you'd have to form friendships with these guys and hang with them.
Bruce Pierce,
and you knew
Doc Holliday,
and the fact that you did tell
Big Mike
the guards,
McElhenney.
we didn't get. I'll leave that in the book, but yeah, that is funny that you just completely beefed with the guards on that level and threatened them that you're gonna kill them.
Well, I thought about it on the plane coming here. There was a leader of the Aryan Brotherhood who's now in the ADX, Mike McElhenney. He never overtly, I thought, danger of him, but I knew he was a wicked dude. Like you have like the big wolf, but like he gave me a respect.
Dear Rainy, happy birthday to you.
Do not cry right now.
Happy birthday.
Okay, I'm gonna blow him out. Okay, it's my podcast. I'm gonna blow him out.
Yes.
Yay!
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Wow. What a start.
Happy birthday. Do you think, why do they make the room dark? You think that's to symbolize the
smoke
womb?
alarm. Dang it.
Noah, smoke that.
Noah, blaze that shit.
No, put a wet towel under the door.
Do you think that's to symbolize the uterine darkness?
Turning the lights off?
Yeah, do you think that's to symbolize being in the womb?
What's the candle then?
Oh, that would be nice.
The birth canal, the light?
Yeah. The light at the end of your
the
mother's
fluorescent light tube above
I was
the
going to talk
what?
about how funny it is when other little kids cry when they can't blow it out. Yeah. The way you were like, it's my podcast, I'm blowing it out. You gotta hold it back. From a distance.
It's every time. When they open presents, dude, when you see them open presents, it's so funny. When they're like 4 years old, they'll be like, what's he have? The cousins come over and they just like start taking the box. Like, you have to
Yeah.
give it back and scream cry.
I was in that phase for a very long time. Like late. Like I'd
Birthday
be like, I'm
spaz,
done.
teenager?
I'm done opening my Christmas presents.
Like, what's up?
They got more than me. Why'd they get more?
When
I
you
don't
were
think-
at
I
these
don't think I
parties,
opened that fast.
would you be dressed like a Puerto Rican Power Ranger there? Or is that just today?
Dude, how dare you? This is the Nocta collection from Drake and Nike. You could never even dream of this. These shoes cost more than your life. I did get drunk and order a Drake tracksuit on the internet. I regret it. I'll never wear it publicly.
No, you have to.
This is the only time I'll wear it.
Wow.
You have
buddy.
to. I'm telling you, you have to be down there chilling. Anytime you're outside, just go, yeah, I ordered the Nocta.
Like, I'm part of the Nocta. It also, a baklava is what completes it. I would need that. That'd be the sickest shit
the Greek
possible.
food.
No, the mask.
No, I said it wrong. I said it wrong.
I thought you
Balaclava.
said you look like a
Balaclava.
Greek guy.
No, balaclava.
What's a
I said
balaclava?
baklava.
What's a
The,
balaclava?
it's like the
ski
hooded
mask
mask.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I just noticed the gold swoosh on the front. It caught my
I mean,
eye.
it's
gleaming.
This is a royal outfit.
Yeah, that's what you want to be
It
buried
is.
in.
That's the color purple of our time.
This was very important
Meaning
to me,
Greek.
and
You
I'm
should
glad
get
you guys
moving.
are giving it attention
It's nice.
because it meant a lot to
Bro,
me.
we're freeze framing this for when we have you taxidermied at a poker table like a Dominican guy. With sunglasses on.
You
'cause
need
your
to
eyes
fully
look so
lean into
fucked
it,
up.
and you gotta just bust out, dude.
What do you mean?
Completely break out and just rock your tracksuit everywhere. It's a sick
Wear
tracksuit.
baklavas on my head all the time.
Yeah, wear baklava, dude.
Start wearing a white one.
That's gonna suck. They're gonna have to eventually tell people you can't wear ski masks, and it's gonna
The
be
white-
hilarious.
Yeah.
The white mask.
What's the white mask?
We have getting
trouble with that
secret little meetings. And we get around and say all the stuff you're not supposed to say.
What do you got on underneath that?
Sheath underwear
Nice.
and a t-shirt under this. A Nate Diaz t-shirt. Those are my other outfits.
Oh, thank
More
you.
free stuff.
I owe you a thank you because at Skankfest, you introduced Nate Diaz to my wife.
Yes.
And I had to
Yes.
hold her back like a fucking rabid pit bull.
Yeah, that was right before chaos ensued, and
Oh, naked men
there was the
came.
naked roast, and Nate Diaz did not like it, and him
Yeah,
and his friends
I heard.
thought I was even gayer than they already do.
Hey guys, come hang out. All of a sudden, there's just naked dudes. Like, I didn't know they were gonna be here, dude.
There was a guy on the naked roast. His name's Harrison Dye.
Yeah.
He was very excited to meet all the bros, and so he does the naked roast, and they make you walk off stage and all the way back to the green room naked. And so he goes out. Everyone bombs, so he goes out, bombs naked. I'm saying this in a nice way. He looked like when Chris Farley drove the bus in Billy Madison, and they march him back through the crowd all the way back to the green room. And he said, "I got back to the green room and I opened the door, and the first two people I see are Shane and Nate Diaz." And he said, Nate looks at Shane and just goes, "Yeah, let's go somewhere else."
It was bad. I mean, that's a nice way of him how he said it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, let's get the. Oh, I don't do that impression anymore. He's like, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. This is gay. And I was like, dude, it's not that gay. It's kind of funny. Look at his penis.
I talked to Harrison after that, and he said he physically repelled Nate Diaz away from the
did.
whole scene. He said he came out, and the guy went, "Oh
Dude,
man,
they got
come
up.
on."
Nate and his team, his squad got up in formation. Almost no words exchanged. The second a naked dude walked in, they were all like, and they hit the exit immediately.
Oh, you don't want to be the last dude
They
out
don't
of
fuck with that.
dick.
One of them stopped, dropped, and rolled.
He got hit with it.
Yeah, I think I was the opposite.
Patting him down.
Yeah, I was like a 9/11 firefighter going toward the meat.
You're going into the blaze.
Man, so it's good to have you guys here.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for having us.
Dad meet.
Thanks for having us.
Man, it
bros.
smells great in here, man.
Thank you. My girlfriend does a good job of cleaning it.
This is really nice.
This
man.
is
If it were not for
Christmas
her,
cheer
this
is
place would be
This is-
insane looking.
This is top tier girlfriending.
Yes.
This apartment. This is lovely.
yeah, this is
It really is
quadriplegic
nice.
couch setup.
Yeah, that's her spot. I dominate that corner. You can literally, if you get up and look at the cushions, you can see where I fucking dominate.
I did. Yeah,
It's wild.
I kind of settled right
It's
into
pretty
it.
fucking sad. Actually.
You're sitting in a dinosaur footprint right now.
Dude, I'm trying my best to sit on that one. Occasionally, it doesn't do it for me. It doesn't do it for me.
I'm an L guy myself.
Yeah,
L guy, feet up. Oh man.
it's a very feminine spot because it sticks your gut, your gut and bulge goes straight out. Dude. It's so bad. If I sit there, it's chaos, dude. I can't
Yeah, you might
sit
have to
there.
pixelate this.
Why? It's your birthday. Dude. It's your
Yeah,
birthday
it
bad.
is,
It's your
man.
day. Yeah, it's your day. For real, it's your
Oh,
day.
thank you.
It's Baby Monkey's birthday.
Did you get any cool
Baby
presents?
Monkey.
Mike, any cool presents this year?
No, I haven't gotten anything yet.
Damn.
This was very nice. This was a nice surprise. An
$46 fucking cake.
Yeah. I'm hoping to get a little PUSSY.
Oh, for sure. It's your day. You can literally demand.
Yeah, it's the one day you can be a pussy brat.
Yeah, oh yeah,
How would you say it if you were me?
babe.
She's right there. You can talk to her.
Say it to her.
Demand pussy from my wife, Matt.
Don't be nervous. man.
I'm not being nervous. I wouldn't even look at you, so it doesn't matter. I would just be sitting there going, "Man, that was a birthday. You tired at all? I'm not tired at all.
Sure.
I'm actually kind of awake still. That's crazy.
I kind of feel like I could go for
Yeah.
some pussy right now. I don't know. If
I'm glad I didn't overdo it with the cake, man. I feel like I got a lot
Yeah.
of juice
I'm
left
not
in me.
stuffed. Yeah.
But,
Would you give me head? I could use some head.
or just.
What if you went full like Valentine's Day? Like, did you forget what today is? Were you just not gonna suck my meat?
I'll do one of these. I just go, hey, ooh, come on,
Okay.
grab the shoulder. Come
Wake
on.
up.
Come on.
I know you're tired.
It's my
from-
birthday. Or the big thing is you get in bed and you lay there like this.
Things like that.
Don't show that. Matt, stop, dude.
You're talking fully nude though.
And
you're
you
talking
smile.
nude.
You go.
You know what today is? I was born this day years ago,
Yeah.
and now you can suck my penis.
You want to know a nice thing? My birthday is Sunday, or next Sunday. What day is today?
Tuesday.
No, I mean the date.
6th.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah, it's coming
5
up.
days from now. The laundromat. There's a dog. There's these Hispanic women that work at the laundromat, and they have this like a Mexican shrine to this dog named Rocky. It's this little white terrier that they love. It sits on the clothes in the back and barks at you when you come in.
funny.
And they're like, Rocky, no, Rocky, Rocky. And then I came in and I was like, where's Rocky? Because he wasn't in there, but the shrine was up. And I was like, what's going on with Rocky? I like to fire him up and talk about Rocky. And she's like, it's Rocky's birthday this coming week. I was like, when is it? She was like, December 11th. I was like, that's my birthday. She was like,
Santa Maria.
She was like, no fucking way. So then I came back in yesterday, and I mean, I don't mean to be racist. They look very similar, and they wear masks.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, it's Rocky's birthday coming up. And she was like, that's not me, but everybody knows it's also your birthday. Like, it's news amongst the Mexican women that me and Rocky the dog have the same birthday. And
Brother,
they're
you
very
might-
excited about
You
it.
might be an honorary Latin pitbull.
I don't know why the story
have
was
a bowl
dragging
out
on,
for you.
but isn't that funny?
No, that's one of those things that you will get so that would have me charged up.
The shrine
all the
is
way up.
incredible. It's a picture of the dog with like
Candles and
kids,
shit.
like those types of flowers around it. Circle, like the frames made out of like paper
Yeah.
flowers and shit. It's great.
Is it like a Dios de los Muertos almost thing?
Kind of just to Rocky the
But he's
dog.
alive.
Dude. Yeah.
Fuck, that's awesome. Imagine
Yeah.
how pumped up. You're a Mexican lady. You're in the laundromat. And you see your Rocky shrine. You're
Rocky
just like,
shrine and just
fuck, that guy's the best.
folding it
He's the
like
lifeblood
nice.
of the business.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah,
can't rock
Rocky,
some.
that little
Rocky the
terrier
dog.
jump on. Rocky, no.
Rocky, no, he barks the entire time.
Oh,
you
it's
stand there
so
and wait for
good.
your fucking bill. It's just a dog barking in your face.
Is he
They're like,
friendly if you
"Rocky,
approach him?"
No, he's just no. He gets scared and runs.
He's a nasty little terrier.
He's
What
a
kind of
nasty
terrier are
dog.
you talking? Jack Russ, rat terrier.
You sound like you know your
definitely
terrier.
short.
Shit.
It's short.
Yeah, it's No,
Dude, do I have this? Is a short hair terror.
I don't know.
There's there was a driving range, a golf course and a driving range down the street from me when I lived in the hood. And the driving range was actually back down this like very dangerous road behind a cemetery. And you get down there and it's owned by, I think, a Korean guy who's got an extremely well-trained
West
Shiba.
Highland. Isn't that a Westie?
Let me say.
Sorry to cut you off.
No. We're talking
I'm
dogs.
stupid.
That's a curly haired. Oh,
It's one of these guys.
Oh, that's a sweet
little Westie.
That's a sweet pup.
Aren't they called Westies?
I think so. Yeah.
Or
That's
Yorkies or
exciting.
something.
Yeah, that's what Rocky looks like, dude. He's the man.
Damn.
And he yips
It's like
at
a
you.
Purina dog.
And you go, shut the fuck up, Rocky.
That's not a very Latin
When
dog.
the Mexican women don't look, I go, pinch fucking Rocky.
You flick his nuts.
I know.
Flick his nuts. Rocky doesn't like me.
Rocky.
Anyway, it's just an Asian guy sitting back there waiting for people to come hit golf balls with an extremely well-trained Akita or Shiba Inu or something.
Well, how big?
But
is
it's like
how big is it?
medium-sized dog.
It's
I don't
Shiba-
not like
Shiba
huge.
Inu. Shiba Inu. Though.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
So he's got this thing trained. He can do like shoot it and it plays dead. It rolls over, but it's completely hostile to strangers because he lives in the hood, I guess.
Yeah.
And
It's
so you
also a
go
very
back to-
loyal breed, kind of
Yeah,
family first breed.
And he also is like kind of like
Spitz
ratty.
family.
His fucking like fur's all chopped up and shit.
sorry.
Anyway, that's that. I don't like business dogs a lot.
You don't like business dogs?
I typically don't like business
Business
dogs.
dogs typically aren't that great.
No.
Well, there was a lady that, I got one. There was a lady who owned a photography place by me. I forget. It was filled with Newfoundlands.
What does that dog
Big
look
ass mountain. Or no, it was Bernese Mountain or Newfoundland.
Big boys.
Newfoundlands are all black.
Yeah. Which ones?
Newfoundlands are all black.
All right. So it was the Bernese Mountain.
Yeah, they
guys.
have the white patch right
Yes.
here. The
There was like
chest.
4 of them. They
brown.
would like breed them. They were wonderful. Anyway, how about
I'm
you?
just spurging on dog knowledge. White patch, brown paws, black coat, top coat.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a dog guy. Actually, when my wife and I, we go for walks a lot, and I carry a knife in case I'm attacked by a dog.
Really?
Yeah.
You bring a knife to be like,
Yep.
if a dog comes out, I'm stabbing it.
I'm always prepared, and there's always an instance where it comes close.
Really?
Yep, very territorial.
I'm trying to get into
Are you
hating
afraid of dogs?
A little bit.
Why?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Well, all right. The last time that I can remember being terrified of a dog was I was going running. I got fired up during the '96 Olympics. I was
That was after the blizzard.
Wait, after the bombing?
it was
the bomb?
during the Atlanta Olympics. I got fired up because like I really wanted a girlfriend and I got very into the women's gymnastics team. So I was like, all right, I'm too fat. I need to run. And I started running, and there was a dog that took off. I didn't see him at first, but he took off across his lawn, and he stopped at the edge of his lawn. But it was enough to scare me into carrying a knife in case I come across a dog.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Should've been
30
carrying
years of knife carrying for dogs.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I haven't had to pull it yet.
Oh man.
Should have been carrying a torch.
I got
True Classics is the Christmas gift for all of the jolly men in your life. True Classic tees are a gift for you, for her, but don't call her jolly, and for any guy in your life. Almost all men's t-shirts are designed to look good on certain body types. True Classics team designed t-shirts to make fellas of all sizes out there feel confident in their clothing. It's fucking Lane Bryan. Mandatory personal endorsement. It fits good, actually. I like it. I have like big, broad shoulders and like crazy fucking straps and shit, but I do have kind of a little bit of bitch hips. From polos to workout shirts to even boxer briefs designed to keep your boys feeling nice and comfortable. True Classic has something for everyone on your list. They have long options for the tall guys. Okay. And up to XXL. Get 25% off of trueclassic.com with code DRENCHED. Free shipping included on purchases over $100. That's 25% off at trueclassic.com with code DRENCHED. Santa won't be the only one saying thanks to True Classic. Guys, when you've had a long day and you want to unwind like a grown-up, grab your favorite Lucy gum or nicotine pouch. Check out all that Lucy has to offer with lucy.co. That's lucy.co. Use the promo code DRENCHED at checkout. If you're a listener from Canada, you can now get Lucy from ca.lucy.co. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical, but if you're interested in a better way to use nicotine, visit lucy.co and use that promo code DRENCHED. Thank you.
My similar time frame, probably like 95, 96. I was a little kid. It was in like second grade, and a friend's dog bit my ass. It was a German Shepherd. And he bit my ass, and I had vampire scar
Sunscreen
bites
bottle.
in my ass cheeks.
What'd you say? You're the little kid on
you're the
sunscreen,
Coppertone, baby.
It was a German Shepherd, dude.
Yeah,
It was the scariest thing that ever happened.
So it was more civil
I thought he
rights
was
than
gonna pull my ass off
Coppertone.
of my body.
Yeah, Tim was the Kensington Coppertone, baby.
Damn, it punctured.
Yeah, I had 2 little circle bites in my cheeks.
I got bit in the gut by a corgi, dude. Unbelievable. Why? We had a
Because he put
dog.
peanut butter in his belly button.
Ooh, too hard.
Less teeth.
No, they had a dog. My friend had a dog that if you went bang bang,
He getting his belly button eaten out.
That's actually not illegal though. Above the waist is fine.
it's definitely legal.
Having a
No, it's definitely legal.
okay, yeah, I thought you said
Yeah. Yeah, you can put peanut butter anywhere other than your dick or
Your
ass.
genitalias. I mean, you can put it on like the pocket on your groin. It's not.
You could do that, and the breath could turn you on. That's street legal. No, they had this dog. If you went bang bang at it, it would spaz and chase you. So when we were kids, we'd bring it down to the park and put it on one side of the tennis court. And go bang bang, and then you'd have to run to the other side, and it would chase you. So I'm standing directly across from it, and I go bang bang, and it just went straight under the net. It got me. It was a corgi, dude. It was like the gayest dog to get attacked by.
You would remember this. Do you remember?
Just went straight under. I was like, I've been outsmarted again. This time by a corgi.
Shane, do you remember a police dog biting a player during a college football game?
Yeah, there was the dog
down south.
There was Uga, the fucking Georgia Bulldog, would snap at people.
Okay.
And yes, there was a police
Police
dog
dog
that
that
did
bit
it.
somebody in the end zone.
Yes, might have been South Carolina.
Okay. Sounds about
We
right.
just saw
yeah.
the police dog just saw.
A football player
Yeah.
ran into the end zone, sprinted right at him. And the dog was
That's like Born Identity though. If you've been a
Yeah.
police dog all your life, you see a black dude running full speed, you're just like,
yeah.
it's Manchurian
And
Candidate.
a whole stadium like, oh shit.
Someone just clicked the thing and they're like, ugh.
Yeah. The Georgia Bulldog would try to bite people sometimes.
I didn't know
That's
he was
pretty
bad.
fun. Yeah. And
Nasty
then he
little
got
guy.
chased off by the Texas Longhorn before a game once. He was yapping at the fucking Longhorn and it chased him. Almost killed him. It would have been very fun.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
If you'd
How
have
do you think
stopped
they
it.
would get that dog fired up before games?
Slapping it around. You can really slap a bulldog around. It's all. That's like it's your world.
You think they'd show him like footage of like desegregation? Just get a little riled up.
The bigger the dog's head, the harder you can hit them
Yeah, man.
without it being bad.
Yeah, dude. My dad still holds
That's
down
such
like
a good fucking mascot,
hit
dude.
dogs.
Look at this guy. That's fun.
damn,
That's fun
that
stuff.
rules.
Guys,
Bring him out in
if
the
you're
field.
listening at home, Google
Yeah, the Georgia
Uga
Bulldog.
dog
Georgia Bulldog.
and then just swipe through images while you're supposed to be podcasting.
Yeah, my dad still to this day holds it down like you should definitely hit your dog. I connected with him over Thanksgiving. He was like, "Yo, man, my cousin brought his dog. My dad's like, yo, I'm gonna fucking kick the shit out of this thing."
What do you do with little dogs though, Matt? Real little dogs? How are you supposed to discipline them?
You're
You can
supposed
boot
to
'em,
beat
bro.
the owner, dude.
Yeah, those are for girls.
If you have a little dog, you are gay.
You beat their owner.
Yes.
Now you can just grab a little dog and chuck it. You can, it's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hit dogs, but it's totally chill. If
You
they're-
fucking grip some dogs up, though.
I will. I mean, it's
I've seen you
You're a
fucking
disciplinarian.
abuse a
I'm a
dog.
work in progress, dude.
All right,
You know, I'm
my
a work in
girlfriend's here.
progress.
There's 30 people in the background, by the way. Oh, you got White Claws for the gang. That's wonderful.
That's nice.
So,
I'm sure these fellas will drink it.
by the way, speaking of White Claws and having a lot of fun, we're gonna do the live stream.
Oh,
Live show.
Goodness, we got to fucking promote this thing.
The live show, dude.
Live show is going to be
14th.
very fun. We tried, just for those of you at home, we tried to get Beetlejuice. We could not.
He's
That was,
outside of our
I was
grasp.
like, we can pull some strings, dude. We finally have clout. We can get a big get like Beetlejuice.
Did you ask him or his handler?
I asked people that worked that I knew from Stern, and they asked whoever's running stuff. I
Yeah.
don't want to say handler.
yeah.
Let's say manager.
Yeah, sure.
There's got to be a lot of
bad.
situations where he's almost been kidnapped. At least some attempts.
Oh, like, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, right. He would fuck them up.
I was
Pete.
I was talking
Get that,
to
Pete.
Shuley, the guy Shuley from Stern is, and he used to be Beetlejuice's like everybody else. They'd be on the road, would go out and party.
Yeah.
And he'd always get stuck in the hotel with Beetlejuice, just making sure Beat didn't fucking wander off or like get fucked
he's a
up.
wild card.
Electrocuted or
Yeah,
something.
he had to hang out every night in the hotels with Beetlejuice,
He's an endangered species.
and he would go out and go wild.
He's one of one. Thank you.
Oh wow, nice.
yeah, dude.
Maybe I will have one. Will you hand him another? Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Keep my beloved off camera.
True. But yeah, although the hand might be visible. Oh no, it's
I
Butterly's
don't want
hand.
them to know her
Oh,
race.
that was Butterly's hand.
I don't
Fuck
want
up
them
the
to know
game.
her race.
No, thank you.
It's the last thing we want,
Dude, but yeah, so that'll be fun. The stream will be fun. Going there will
Yeah,
be
it's on
fun.
the
Is
moment.
this live? Is this also going to be like live in person?
Yes, there's going to be people there, and then it'll be a live show. We do have one guest right now. Not going to name it.
Yeah.
Big get.
And an
Should be
interactive,
fun.
yeah, and an interactive stream.
There's an interactive stream, which
It might be.
I really pray to God we don't see.
I might have to have.
Yeah, right.
I want
What'd
nothing
you
to
call
do with-
Sean today? Hard Peeny.
Sean Hard Peeny.
Sean Hard
Might have
Peeny.
Hard Peeny monitoring the live stream.
That's because Sean's his lady
Big dick
posted
Sean Hard
such
Peeny.
a fucking sexual
He's a
picture.
fucking sex symbol, dude. Did you? Be honest. Were you like, babe, take a picture? and
Did
put
you
up,
see
babe? No.
I did not see it.
I could tell by the photo it was definitely post coitus. You guys were naked in a room together.
Devil.
Yes, I could tell. I could tell that shine.
Did you
Maybe
have
he
your
had
helmet
dry
peeking out
cum
the
all
top?
over his belly.
You have your helmet peeking out the top of your waistband?
Well, you probably were fully nude in the photo. Fuck, I would have liked to have seen that.
I said, babe.
Yeah, right.
ahead.
You look so hot in it. You
I
loved
said,
it.
babe, those likes are on me. You enjoy that.
I bet you got groundskeeper Willie body.
Yeah.
He's jacked.
Does he have hairy? Does he have hairy abs?
He kind of
Yeah.
has groundskeeper Willie head as well.
Yeah, we'll have Sean Hard Peeny.
Big dick Sean Hard Peeny.
Look how handsome
is that
Sean
black and
is.
white?
Let me see that.
Dude.
Oh, get out of here. And it's tasteful. And
It's a
look at the
fucking black
fucking
and
abs
white.
poking out of the top.
Yeah.
Shut up, dude. It looks like you're on her. She took that in a mirror.
It's safe to say you're in love, dude.
Damn.
Wow.
You're way too hot. Guard dog came over to my house one time, and one of my daughters said, "Oh my God, he looks like Jake Gyllenhaal."
yeah. Yeah, my girlfriend said that.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
Yikes.
And then in a different conversation was like, I think Jake Gyllenhaal's hot.
Ah.
And I was
Two and
you
two together.
I was like that corgi, dude. I did the math real quick. And I was like, you son of a bitch. That's why I don't know if you noticed. I've been mean to Sean for the last couple months.
Yeah.
I'm as mean as I can be to him now.
Yeah, I have no reason. I just been jumping in.
Be quiet. You know not to talk during the podcast. I'm definitely kidding.
That's moment.com.
That is going to be a fucking whooping, dude.
She's going to beat your ass.
On my part, by the way. She's like, you fucking humiliated me and whatever you want. I'm like, no, I was joking. Dude, if I'm in my Drake outfit, you can't tell me nothing, dude. My heart is cold,
You're
bro.
going to
I
keep
just-
it on
dude,
for
I
a
just
long
serious-
time. You're going to be building up some social debts.
Dude, I had a serious
crusted
discussion last night with Brittany. We're talking about like what we're strategizing for what we're gonna do the night of the live stream. There's talking coming, talking not coming. We're sitting there talking. It's like we're just having like a general like check in. I was in a robe and my balls were sweating to the point where I was drops of water hitting the floor as I was like, well, you got to think about it. You're gonna be up there. You're worried about the kids, and it's just ball sweat splattering the floor. In the end, we hugged.
Wait, hold on. What was the fight?
We're just figuring out. It wasn't even a fight. We were figuring out like, are you coming? Are you not coming?
okay.
Here's why. Here's maybe why. You know, back and forth,
Yes.
and that kind of
She
stuff gets
spiked your sack temp.
my sack temp. Fucking, I had a fever. I had a fever
Yeah.
on my sack, and dude, I never had I wear that
Ball
robe
fever.
every day.
You wanted it so bad. You wanted to go up here alone so bad, dude.
No,
your
that's not
balls
what
were
it
like, please.
Your balls were doing this the whole time. God damn it, Matt.
Please.
Matt, did you think about putting a little wristband on him?
I should have, dude. I need like a tennis sweatband. I never had my nuts sweat like that, dude. It was full fucking.
I get it occasionally. I'll just get-
dropping, dude.
Especially during a podcast. I'll be sitting down during a podcast and get up and be like, dude, my dick and fucking ass is drenched.
Yeah.
They've become one.
It's It's just liquid.
I only get it on Twitch.
I can move like a slug on the ground. I could slide.
When I hit like end transmission on Twitch, it's like getting out of a pool. I'm fucking soaked. It's the
Yeah.
only time.
Really?
I feel it dripping down my side, dripping down my fucking tits.
I don't,
Yeah.
dude. I usually
Shit
don't
sucks.
sweat, man. My body's going through changes. I usually don't
You're
sweat
becoming
like
a
that.
man.
I think I'm becoming a man.
You're going through menopause.
I finally was like, well, here's an idea I have to my wife, and my body was like, what the fuck's going on?
Fight.
My body just started fucking sweating. I was like, well, dude, don't fucking share your ideas.
Do you get Matt? Do you get hot balls when you get riled up sexually?
Definitely, I would say.
Really?
Yeah.
Hot balls.
Like they heat up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I like kind of salivate a little bit. If I get riled up sexually, my mouth waters.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, it's a
Do
problem.
your nipples get hard?
Yeah, my nipples are very sensitive.
His nipples start smoking.
You get your nipples sucked off?
Yeah, dude. I love getting I haven't got my nipples sucked on in a while. I'm gonna get them sucked on.
Get them sucked. Oh yeah, didn't you used to get jerked off and sucked? Your
Yeah,
nipples?
dude. That's my go-to.
I can't believe
That's
I-
my
by the
birthday
way,
stuff. That's birthday
Can't
stuff.
believe I knocked you for that.
How good is that, dude? How good is that? I'm talking about like, dude, I'm not trying to make any waves. I'm like, how about a little HJ? Easy. And it's like, yo, mind sucking my nipples? That's like when, you know, when people on heroin do like a little bit of methadone and then Xanax?
Yeah.
Getting a hand job on your nipple sucked is like when you take your methadone and your Xanax and you get all it's like you're doing heroin. You're just like, ah.
Yeah.
Your body just, that like short wire, some sort of circuitry in your body where like, I'm getting pussy right now.
Do you just get one sucked or alternating?
Well, I mean, ideally my left, but it's like, I'll
They
deal
have a
with
health
whatever.
gauge. Each nipple has a health gauge. You gotta deplete that health gauge and then move on to the other one while the other one recharges.
I mean,
Yeah.
if she wants to move around, that's cool. But if she wants to latch on to one, that's fine.
The left is closer to your heart.
True. I'm telling you, man. Nipple suck HJ. Whoo, man.
Shane, do your nipples get super hard when you get aroused?
No, this
Never?
isn't about me, dude. I'm not a sex pervert. I don't divulge this shit on here. I'm not a freak sex pervert.
Dude, I'm off the porn still.
Now, look what's happening, dude. You got your nipples sucked like a gay guy.
No, dude, it feels good. Why would I fight my biology? I also Winnie the Pooh the Vaseline the other day.
What? You got your head stuck in the jar?
Is Winnie the oh bother? I need to spice it up a little bit.
You're doing the right thing. Being off the porn's great, and I
Dude,
support it.
it's been tough. But it's like I can't go
How
back
affectionate
now.
are you with your wife now? More?
Wildly.
Wildly.
I have
Almost too
moments
much?
in the morning. I'll stop.
She's gonna beg you to go back
Dude,
on the
I do a
knob.
thing where I freeze time. In the morning, we're sitting there. It's like we're busy, and I stop and just look at her, and I just walk towards her and hug her. It's so timeless. And then we just go back to my day. We freeze time,
I'm picking up your slack.
dude. I go over and I just go, babe, get the fuck over here.
I love my porn.
Oh, really?
You love
Yeah.
porn.
That's good. You embraced it. It's too. It doesn't. For me, it goes just. I can fall into the porn hole so easily.
Yeah.
I have to stay out. I have to completely stay off the brink.
All right, how much do you like it?
I watch most days. The only time where I felt like it got treacherous was I was spending $50 a month on OnlyFans.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah.
But what are you talking about? Like watching
Test the
it
credit
most
card.
days? Like how long are you watching it?
Once or twice.
No, but like
At length?
once or twice a day?
Yeah.
Twice a day.
Sometimes. I would say maybe like 10 minutes at a clip.
Okay. All right.
That's not
We're
bad.
talking
Nothing too
regular
bad. Yeah.
whack off sessions.
Yeah.
See, I
That's a
would
little
do.
long.
Dude,
I like
I'll-
to see where the story's going.
I'm a big find the perfect video head, so I
Yeah,
can spend
yeah.
like 30 minutes browsing and be like, is this really the one I'm going to give myself to?
Yeah.
And like start searching a little
It
more.
means something to you.
Yeah.
Dude, and then, you know, God forbid you just start hitting up. It's just, it looks
Yeah.
I'm big on audio.
I'm not going to talk about
Like, the audio's got to be
Sound
right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. Like, I like amateur stuff, and there's times where like you could hear them playing like Yin Yang Twins in the background. And
Yeah.
I don't like that. I like to hear the communication between the two.
I like hearing the news sometimes in the background. They're always like watching the news.
Yeah.
Some lady's like,
I feel like it's always Family Guy. They're always watching cartoons.
Dude, I feel like that's taken over the animated porn market. Family Guy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never got into the animated porn.
It'll
market.
find you.
I don't think it will.
it's a calling, dude. It's a calling.
I've made it pretty far.
Yeah.
No, it's all CGI now. Now Overwatch is the big
See, I
animated
can't fuck
porn.
with the
I'll be
CGI.
honest,
I never
those
could fuck with
CGI ads, I know we've talked about them before.
You wouldn't last 5 minutes, dude.
I wouldn't last. Playing this game?
Masturbators hate her for this one trick.
Yeah.
wouldn't last 5 minutes.
No, we talked about it. It was the lady getting fucked, the animated lady.
Yep.
It's
yep,
like,
yep, yep.
my father's or my husband's almost home. Oh, stop, man. I'm just waiting for the thing to load. I'm like, geez, you're gonna make me pop on this fucking I'm gonna pop to a cartoon accident.
I told you I downloaded the game one time.
Yeah,
That's why I can't have porn. I downloaded the game and it was just something entirely else. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was like almost like a used car. It was something ridiculous.
When you download the game, you're done with porn.
You're off, bro. Yeah, I was on a list.
on Auto Trader.
Yeah, I was on a list. It was just
Is that what precipitated you going off the nog?
No, this was years ago.
rainy. I wish.
What was it? What did
It's a
it do?
porn hole, dude.
What happened?
Just an absolute porn hole.
What were you in?
It's just,
If you don't want to talk about
no,
it,
you can talk about it. You start jerking off the hooker ads. You start looking at him like, oh, she's very close.
yes,
Maybe
that's
you
when it's
call
time.
her,
to-
hear
yeah,
her
yeah.
voice, hang up real quick. Maybe she gets angry, calls you back.
You're talking about wasting time now. No, Matt.
I've done it.
That's a mortal sin.
Hey man, webcam sesh. That's the next morning calling the credit card company going, yeah, I have this charge on my thing. That's not mine.
Would they give it back to you?
Oh yeah, they're very. Your credit card's your best. They'll give you back. I mean, don't abuse it, but one could wander into the wash,
Don't ask them what they're wearing.
wake up and go, what the hell is that? What the fuck is that
Yeah, I
thing?
never called that lady.
A sauna spa? Not me. You could get one free trip to the wash a year and contest it and be like, the fuck is that? I didn't even know that place. And they'll take it. They'll just wipe it right off.
I called
And a
phone
lady,
sex
you
one
can't
time.
have like the Korean lady can't call and be like,
Yeah.
I jerked that guy off. If I can even pay. Hey, Amex, I jerked that guy off.
I still feel bad about this, but one time I called phone sex and put him on the phone with my wife.
Whoa.
And then I drank like 2 pints of vodka that night. So while my wife was talking to this lady, I went into the bathroom and threw up.
Oh man, that's pretty awesome. Though. What was like the plan?
I wanted to hear my wife talk sexy to another woman. So like I was eating my wife out while she talked to this phone hooker. And then like 2 minutes in, I started feeling sick. So I ran into the bathroom while she was still on the phone with the phone hooker and threw up.
Wait, I'm sorry. Please repeat.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh fuck.
Oh, dude. I
my
had spent
God.
the night drinking vodka in my living room. My lovely wife was like watching me and listening to me rap in the living room.
What year was this?
Probably 2013.
Oh, so wait, this was like post.
It was Wu-Tang and Mobb Deep that I was.
That's what you're rapping.
Yeah.
Now you're going with music, or you just go?
Yeah, with the music. Yeah,
Okay.
not on my own.
Fuck, dude.
And then, bless her heart, nicest fucking lady in the world. She came upstairs and I was like, I took her pants off and I started dialing phone sex while she was laying on the bed. And then I was like, here, and I just handed her the phone without telling her what was happening.
You are a G, dude.
And you performed oral while she was on the phone?
for like a minute
And
or
then
two, but
you
then I
vomited
got a tough
vodka.
belly.
And then came back and got to work.
No.
And
Yeah,
then
it was
you
it,
like,
yeah.
pick up the phone. I
Yeah.
don't feel good, honey.
I had to take a half day of the work that day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you rap Triumph?
Yeah,
All
that was one of
Nine
them.
Parts
Yeah.
Triumph? Yes, dude.
Abomatomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses. Get to find out.
Killer bees, dude.
The phone lady's like, "Are you squirting?" She's like, "No, my husband's throwing up."
Now, have you ever thought about sitting her down in the computer chair, making her DM some of the OnlyFans ladies?
I wouldn't do that, man.
Why not?
That's
That's
sick.
it. Dark
You don't want to
road.
mix.
No.
About it's way better.
Dude, that's the one path I wouldn't
Hey,
go
sorry
down.
about your boyfriend
Those are-
breaking his arm or whatever.
Those are his gumas, dude. You can't. He can never let his wife meet his beautiful gumas, his internet gumas.
Tim, it's funny you mention that because that's one of the appeals of OnlyFans. Are you an OnlyFans man?
No, I tried it and I felt badly about it.
It is because a lot of times they'll mention shit like that, like, "Hey, my special needs son needs a fucking wheelchair, so could you guys tip special today?"
Yeah, customs are $9.99 this month because my son broke his arm
Yeah, my
fighting
son
his
broke
stepdad
his-
or
Yeah,
whatever.
brain.
fighting the kids at school.
Yeah.
Can you hit him with a prove it? Like, pics, bro. Fapped him.
Pics of your injured son.
If they're lying about that, that's terrible. That's
trust
where I
them.
draw the line. Sexually.
I trust them, man.
Yeah, true.
The ladies I follow look like they got some special kids.
That'd be dastardly if they lie. Yeah, I guess they don't. So can you just find like, because there's like probably stars on there, but then there's like women
Yeah.
in the trenches.
I like
Would
the,
you find the women in the trenches?
The Island of Misfit Toys is more my speed. If you look like you've been hit by a car and should not have survived, I'll
You
probably
like it.
subscribe to your OnlyFans.
Mike likes girls that look like they're fighting a workers' comp case at CVS. Just like fucking cross-eyed pigs with dirty feet.
Christ almighty, guys.
Anytime I've shown Tim my OnlyFans, he reacts like he's reading bad news.
Dude, it's terrible. It's the worst shit in the world.
Yeah, like
Have
he
you ever seen
remembers
that
where
shit?
he was.
You ever
when
seen
he's
that shit
seen
where
some of
girls
these
get like
women.
ropes tied around their tits and they
Yes.
get like
Yes,
their
I
boobs
hate
look
it
like that
so
normally.
much.
Without the rope, their boobs look like that. It's nuts, dude.
A lot of trauma tits.
It looks like someone's pulling the thread on their skin.
I hate it.
What if you could put all of your pictures onto one frame? You can with Aura frames. Check it out. It's like this, but there's a computer and the pictures are digital. Preload a frame with photos of your mom. Or maybe do like I'm doing this Christmas. I'm going to get some real tasteful boudoir photography in black and white and show my mom how hard I've been working on my body. Here's an easy idea to spread a little more joy this holiday season. Aura frames for everyone. Named the #1 best digital picture frame by Wirecutter and The Strategist. Aura frames are the perfect way to keep all of your favorite faces in one beautiful place. Listeners can save on the perfect gift this holiday season and get up to $30 off Aura's best-selling frames. Just go to auraframes.com/MSSP. That's AURA frames.com/MSSP. These frames have been selling out every December, so get yours before they're all gone. Terms and conditions apply. 'Tis the season for clean balls. Manscaped is the one-stop shop for all of your holiday needs. Does Dad have those nasty nose hairs? Save his life with the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer. The Lawnmower 4.0, the electric razor's advanced skin-safe technology, is a life changer that reduces nicks and cuts on his Santa sack. Manscaped is here to make holiday shopping a blast by giving products they'll love and that'll make them laugh. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code DRENCHED at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code DRENCHED at manscaped.com. Manscaped, the perfect gift. That will be the holidays' biggest hit.
Yeah.
Well, I
They all have
appreciate
that,
how
like-
open you are.
I'm an open book, baby.
That's the best. Speaking of,
Speaking of
Oh
books,
man.
Speaking
Thank
of
you
which-
guys.
wow. Speaking of books,
Yeah, this week On Perks is finally being printed.
yes.
Took me a long while to get here, but here I am. But yeah, if you go to onperks.com, you can purchase my new book, and it is as retarded as it seems. So I have about close to 3 years of Facebook posts. I was addicted to perks, and unfortunately during that time I was very active on Facebook. So this is a collection of
Which is rare, by the way. I don't want to cut you. That's rare. Whenever someone's in an
no.
opioid addiction, I feel like they kind of fall off the
Yeah,
book
they
for
drift
a while.
off.
I feel like they drift off, then come back.
Whenever I see a dude who won't shut the fuck up on, maybe it's because of Mike, but when I see a dude who won't shut the
Oh, you
fuck up
know
on
now.
Facebook, I go, that guy's fighting a problem.
Yeah, see, I've seen dudes like completely fall off,
That guy's
and
back
then they
hurts.
come back. They get sober and they come back on. They take like one picture with their nephew. And they're
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, Facebook big for sobriety.
In the cleanest white t-shirt of all time.
they come back and then they're in
Gray
because the internet
skin.
moves so fast, like how you act on there.
yeah.
And then they get back on Facebook and they're like, I don't know, posting shit that you would like. They're doing like the fucking ice bucket challenge. They're like
Documentary.
Beatles in the city, they're like frozen. Like damn, forgot about that.
It's a
Watching your
documentary
uncles, watching your uncles catch up on memes after rehab is fucking nuts, dude. Watching Minions hit a
see
dude
this?
who's on
Yeah.
methadone.
Dude,
The Minions crush the methadone bros.
I had a friend get out of jail and be like, yo, have you heard about the Illuminati? And we were like 29. I was like, yeah, bro, I heard about them. Heard about those guys. Covered that 9 years ago.
So anyway,
Yeah.
Mike wouldn't shut the fuck up on Facebook. And the whole
Yes.
time he was addicted to drugs, I just thought he was like the coolest guy I knew.
Yeah,
I knew he was doing drugs. I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. I did not know.
Now,
no one interventioned him or anything.
The only night where I know Tim was actually concerned was the very first night that I smoked crack.
Whoa.
I called him from Atlantic City, and I went there. I took off. I tried not to let my wife see me as I passed her. I got right on the Atlantic City Expressway. Went down there. One thing led to another, and unfortunately, I did smoke crack.
was it
And
fun though?
I didn't like it.
Oh,
It was too fast. And then I called.
Too furious even?
It was, yeah.
how fast was it?
Paul Walker fast,
Yeah, you were flying.
dude. I didn't like it.
Really?
So you
Yeah.
got high like on the inhale.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Too much, man.
Not for you.
No.
1 star.
Yeah,
It was-
definitely a 1 star.
So you smoke the
Damn.
glass pipe with the rock in the end.
Yeah, and
vaporize it.
I guess this is how most people end up smoking crack, but it's like you're doing coke, and then the guy that got it for me was the crackhead.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Can we get some more powder cocaine?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "But I have
I could
this."
chop this up, dude. But why don't we cut out the middle
Yeah.
and just smoke it?
So I texted all the contacts in my phone and asked them to send me $100 to Western Union in Atlantic City. Tim called me and he's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Oh yeah, man. I'm just in Atlantic City. I'm just having fun. Can you send me $100?"
I also, by the way, I also had to admit to you that I didn't own $100. I didn't want to send it over text and make it sound insincere.
You did moral support though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, very sweet.
Damn.
yeah.
was
It
nice.
was 4 a.m.
I just
Yeah.
got an iPod Touch and I pawned that.
Damn.
$20 bucks, man.
For crack.
Yeah.
So you didn't
And
like
then
it,
you
but you
smoked the
figured you
crack.
doubled down.
I mean, I was already in trouble, so
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's you'd be like, let me just see if I can get
Yeah.
It's probably like an acquired taste. First couple times, like that was
Yeah.
a bit
I don't know, man. I
intense,
think people either take to it or don't. And thankfully,
but- yeah, it wasn't
I-
for you.
yeah, I was 2 and done.
So does it burn on the inhale? Walk me through.
It has a distinct smell, and I don't like smoking things to begin with, so like that was awkward.
Yeah. You said I usually
Everyone
don't,
in the box goes, how do I?
Awkward.
I usually don't do this. but,
Random.
I usually don't do this, but
I am in Atlantic City.
how was the dude? How was your companion?
A super sweet guy.
Nice.
Just the guy that was hanging outside of the motel,
Sick.
and he's a little angel.
And what did you guys do that evening?
It was the
After
first.
the crack, what was going on?
Well, it was the first night of the Stanley Cup Final, so we watched that
Ooh,
for a
that's
while.
nice. And it was 13?
No, yeah, it was Devils and
Oh, okay.
Kings, I think. Or wait, Kings.
What was-
the Kings were definitely playing.
It was 2010, the Flyers.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
So this was 2012, actually. So the Kings were definitely playing.
Nice. So you were cheering for the Kings. They had those former Flyers.
Yeah, Richards and Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pulling for him.
Yeah, and you were doing the best thing you could to support them.
I was, yeah.
You're smoking crack. Be like, come on, Kings. Love to see Richards get one right now. Yeah, bro, that guy deserves it. He was toiling in Philly.
So what happened?
The night just ran out, man.
Yeah, something came up on you.
It did. Unfortunately, one of my buddies was playing poker down there. So Danny Ozark, I met up with him. He gave me $40 because I was out of gas too. So he gave me gas money, and I had toll money, and I made it home. And then 2 friends actually did Western Union me money.
Yeah.
So I got it when I got to the Kmart by our house, just so I could prove to my wife that I was coming home with money.
Like you won, basically, or
Yeah, I
what?
came home with $200 because I knew she was going to say like,
Holy
and I
fuck,
guarantee you
dude.
don't have any money. I was like, yeah, well, what about this?
That came in handy. That was
Yeah.
that crack brain being like, dude, we got this.
Rip off your friends just in case your bitch wife act like we're losers. We're not losers.
Damn. So what happened? So that kind of a win in my book. I'm not hearing the problem here.
No harm, no
Hey.
foul.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Damn. So that was that rock bottom or close? No, you still had a couple more years in the tank.
Dude, well, that was like 3 weeks before I got into perks.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
So I had sworn off everything at that point, and then I had like a job at a place that was like UPS, but not exactly UPS, and I hurt my back, and then they instantly gave me perks, and then once they determined the severity of the injury, he's like, "Here, I got between 120 and 180 a week,"
Gee.
and I was off to the races, baby.
Jesus Christ.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Did you know, what was your knowledge of them when you got hurt? Were you just kind of like, yeah, I guess I'll help my
I had
back?
taken them before. I had broken my hand like 4 years prior when I presented my wife with earrings at my parents' house. And we were in the kitchen. I gave them to my wife, and I was like, she's going to love these. I haven't given her anything in a while. She opened them. She looks at the earrings. She's like, I don't even have my ears pierced. So then I punched the fridge, and I broke my hand.
And then Perks found you.
Yeah, the universe found a way, man.
This guy needs perks
And I
right now.
got him.
So it was from a broken hand is how you
Yeah,
got addicted
yeah.
to perks?
Initially.
Put your hand on the fridge. That's like the red hotline phone for perks. You broke the glass. Break hand in case of emergency.
I think getting yelled at for punching the fridge. You definitely got yelled at for punching the fridge.
Yeah, it was my mom's fridge, man.
Oh my God, Michael!
Great, good. I hope you're happy.
Oh, that's good. Look what you've done to your hand.
Come here, let me see.
Press it. You got a necklace.
Frank, you drive to the ER.
That shit's so
What's the life alert? Is that the old people button? Yeah, there's a perk alert, dude. You just, someone's like, here's.
There probably is if you punch like an ice dispenser hard enough, dude.
Yeah, just trying to squeeze my perk alert with my broken hand.
Oh, so then they were just like, that's so funny too. That was 2013. Like, what'd you do? You punched the fridge? Here's drugs. Here's very addictive drugs. You'll be fine.
You're gonna tough this out.
Yeah, that was
Jesus Christ! For a broken hand, they gave you a bunch of perks.
They've given it to me for a sore throat. I had a sore throat one time. Like, do you want Percocets? And I was like, no. They're like, no, seriously, it's fine. You can use them. I was like, I'm good.
Yeah,
Dude, back then you can get them
cool.
for anything.
Yeah, it was nuts.
I've never once gotten them.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you mentioned this before, and I think this is the reason why. They just see your zip code.
Zip code.
They see your
Yeah.
zip code. They go,
Kensington.
well, we use ibuprofen 800. You go, ooh, okay, well, that surgery felt pretty serious.
Although, I don't know, Delco is like minor leagues of opiate addiction
Yeah, you guys are
compared
not
to
on
Kensington.
You guys are a feeder neighborhood for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys take the train down to where we live and get
you
stuck.
guys are the Iron Pigs. For sure. Those are the fightings up in Kensington's.
You get
Those
under
are
the big
fighting
lights,
pills, dude.
which are under the train.
That's the league, dude. That's the show. Welcome to the show, dude.
Yeah, Delco, we haven't mastered openly shooting heroin yet in the streets. We're not there.
The show is real, though. Kensington's got it down.
It's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
We got to figure out our live show, too.
Right.
We got to do cool stuff. You had a nice idea.
I think it'll be pretty fun.
What do you say?
Can you share it?
We can share it, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a plan that might happen.
We'll see. I gotta. If anyone knows a professional opera singer, I might have Sean Harpini curate
Matt wanted to
comments
have an opera singer.
and then feed the funniest comments or whatever to the opera singer and have this guy belt out
Funny
just
words.
funny things, but in a beautiful baritone.
I didn't see. You never told me the funny part.
What was?
All I got was a text that was like, "We should get an opera singer," and I was like,
That's my bad,
"All right, yeah, I'm down." Actually,
brother. That's an epic communication for me.
I was like, "If you want to get an opera singer, yes, that is funny."
Jesus, man, I'm
I
such
didn't know there was the
dumbass.
joke part was involved.
Such a dumbass.
Matt.
No, what you could do
make
is,
me feel bad.
you know how they do Twitch plays, right? So they do Twitch plays Pokemon. A Twitch streamer puts on Pokemon, and the chat has to play the game via comments. You could assemble an entire
I want
Opera.
nothing to do with the chat.
from live chat.
The chat could
This is for the opera singer.
All right.
The opera singer.
Yeah, but then the,
so
the
the
opera
chat.
singer's just gonna be like, Shane is a faggot.
Matt, you're
That's
right.
actually-
This is a funny
That
idea.
is hilarious. God damn it, that's funny.
Or he could just, if he was savvy enough, he could just pick up and like if it starts to kind of lull at all, which it won't. But
There
if
will
if
be
it,
no lulls.
If it ever even like felt like we took a breath from laughing,
If this is half as good as our fucking Skanks Fest live podcast,
bro, that thing was nasty. No, this is all in.
yeah,
I've totally reformulated my energy into podcasting.
Yeah.
I'm all burners on now. We got to get this thing up to 30 million views an episode, dude. This is bullshit.
absolutely.
Dude, with my blog and your connections to power and fame,
Yes.
dude, what's the fucking
With my blog,
my new blog?
dude, I didn't want to. Should I talk about the text I got, or is that too intense,
I don't think so.
You have a duty.
I'm trying to get
Bro,
to 30
talk about
mil,
it.
dude.
bro? One of the craziest things. It was right after you guys saw Yay on Alex Jones.
Yeah.
So I'm on the flight home from, I don't know, Florida, I think. No, I was in Austin.
Yeah.
And I was flying home, and I'm watching that the whole day, just like, no, yay, no, nay, nay, nay. Damn it. It's like I get what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he's like, Jesus would love everybody. I love everybody.
Yeah.
And he keeps trying to say the worst things possible. He's trying to get canceled. He's trying to be a martyr. That's what I'm hoping.
He's trying to
fucking
show
around.
the little dot inside the yin yang, dude.
Yeah.
When he does that, he's like, that one thing he did on Alex Jones was just, you mean to tell me that every single Nazi was bad? Some weren't just fighting for the country?
Yeah.
And you're like, Kanye, please don't do it.
Please stop making me say that some
get it.
Nazis were good. Obviously, yes, there's yes. The answer is yes. Some of
they
them were
looked great,
probably
dude.
fucking cool. Valkyrie, dude, that guy was cool. Tom Cruise in the movie Valkyrie, he was awesome.
Yeah, dude, M. Bison from Street Fighter rules.
So
Don't make me say it out loud.
I hate to spill the beans, but I got a text that said, "Yo, it's Ye," and Kanye contacted me that day.
That day he was
That day,
going in.
that night, yes, and he wanted to work on something
On
with
his
me.
media daily storm.
And unfortunately, I had to decline.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should be here eating birthday cake.
You want the views? We could do that, but I do feel like the people that are latching onto him are taking advantage of whatever's going on.
Yeah.
And that looks fucking lame
Yeah, it's sinister.
because Ye is the best.
Well, that kind of sucks because I want to give my views on Israel right now, if you don't mind.
See, I already feel weird about talking about it.
It is funny. It's a funny thing to have him text
I mean, it
you.
was crazy. It gave me like my face got hot. I was in an Uber. I was talking to Matt, and I was like, "Dude, Ye just texted me."
That's crazy.
Did you show that to the guy
Yay.
next to you?
I was in the back of an Uber, just like, like he wants to talk right now. I was like, I'm in an airport. I can't. I was just trying to buy time. I was like, holy fuck. Because I knew whatever he said, I was going to say yes. I fucking love Kanye West. I love his music.
You're doing the right.
I love his music.
You're doing
so
the right
much.
thing. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah, it was
Huge
hard.
Kanye West fan. Can't stand his music.
Yeah. I'm not into that
Just-
fucking crap. Pull your pants up. I like his,
Man, we get it. You're the best
views.
at everything.
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable with
Alex,
that.
although I will say, him
No,
on
it's
Alex
crazy.
Jones
It needs to be
was
pointed
so
out that Kanye
funny.
texted you.
Dude, it fucked me up.
Him on Jones was no one better to interview him than Alex Jones.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm not saying the Nazis are cool. I don't like them. They kind of like attack
Yeah,
people. I'm
tell
not
him
really
you
with
don't
that.
like Nazis, so I like Hitler.
Dude, the one that cut, like he's like, we're having fun here, we're just fucking around. Everybody's crazy here. All right, we're gonna head to break. And then just Kanye, like, while all the cameras panning past the desk, he's like, I like Hitler. That's just how the segment ended. He must have been like, God damn it. Shut the fuck up.
No, he was like, yeah, we're going mega viral right now.
Yeah, it's
what do you
lit.
want me to
It's
tweet?
lit. It's lit. He kept saying it's lit.
Have you thought about texting him about other stuff?
No,
Like
I don't
funny
want
memes
to
or-
bother him.
Yeah.
And I don't yeah. Of course there's that fucking fame hungry party that's like, yes, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's like that's no.
big.
And
You're
then
noble.
don't. And
You're
then do
noble.
not do that. And then do yeah.
You're noble. I was like, yeah, dude, fucking talk to him right now. And you're like, I was like,
Everybody.
yeah.
That was every single person's reaction was
Yeah.
like, do it.
I also
And it's
had
like,
no
bro,
idea.
We would lose everything.
I had no idea what his hijinks were that day. I was like, yeah, dude, definitely hit him
That
up.
was the
And
problem.
you
I
like,
said,
dude,
did
he's
you
going-
see what he said
And
today?
I looked it up and went,
He had too much soda.
ooh,
He had a
might
lot of
have.
soda.
He might have.
He
dude.
had Surge at the birthday party.
He might have had Jolt.
He had a couple jolts.
Kanye, easy on the Pepsi.
Yeah,
yeah,
or he
I
was
was-
just super sleepy. He might have been just super sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, dude, it's definitely one of the most interesting things that ever happened.
Also, that day we were on Rogan. We did like 10 minutes on how great Kanye is.
Yeah.
And we get done with the episode that doesn't come out until today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's literally Rogan like, look at this guy, he's a genius. Oh, dude, put up this video of him at the Amazon concert. It's the best thing I've ever seen. And then we get done. I'm, anxiety from doing that podcast. And the next day I'm on the plane like, oh, God. Oh, what have I done?
Yeah, I mean,
Then you get a text from him and it's like, damn, spooky stuff. Very scary times.
that is spooky stuff.
Yeah, it fucked me up. And I was on mushrooms on Rogan. So I was on the mushroom hangover the next day. It was a lot.
That's a lot. It's a lot to take
It
in.
was a lot, dude.
I'm sweating in my robe. I'm trying to make plans in my robe. My balls are
Sacks
dropping.
dripping on the floor. I'm having a panic attack in an Uber, leaving JFK. Just like, Matt, I gotta go. I gotta talk to you later, dude. You're not gonna believe what's going on. I'll see you later.
I was saying to Shane,
the right
how
thing.
funny is it that Kanye in his head is like, well, I'll just go on Gillian Keeps. It'll be fine.
That's fine. I'll just go on Matt and James. Whatever.
I mean, he is right that we do need to preach love and forgiveness. It's
He
just,
is.
yeah, I think the sands of time, maybe you got to deal with him in like a 500-year span.
Yes.
But it's like
I
right
think, though,
now.
you just got to go, all right, Hitler, back of the line for love and forgiveness. We'll take care of everybody
yeah,
else
Hitler's
first.
pretty bad.
Yeah, get all the way to
Yeah.
the back for sure. He jumped the line, but it's again, 90% of people are going, "What did he do?" It's fucking weird.
Well, did you
Like
see
who's really hot blooded?
his
I've seen so many comedians now who are like, it's like,
well,
dude, shut up.
anti-Semitism has no place. It's like, God, come on, this isn't real stuff.
Maybe you could do like supervised podcasting, like they do supervised visitation, just to see if you can handle like 15 minutes at a time and a half hour.
What do you
an
mean?
hour?
With
Like-
Ye?
Yeah, just have like a ward of the state come with you, just to see if you can keep it together for like 15.
Dude, if I would join immediately. Immediately. He'd be like, this is how I feel. I'd be like, you're exactly right. You're right, dude. It's fucking unbelievable. They're fucking killing us, dude.
Did you see his subreddit got turned into like a Holocaust awareness thing?
Really? His subreddit got
Yeah.
turned into
Yeah,
like
all of his the headlines are like Kanye's fans turn his subreddit into like a Holocaust awareness page.
That is one thing people seem to be a little unaware of.
yeah. and- what do they do? Just like stream clips of like.
I think
movies
they
and
just
stuff?
post like numbers and stuff and go, "This is real."
for
Yeah.
sure.
They ran
It's like,
ads for
okay, man.
Holocaust Co. A little fucked up if you ask me.
They what?
Ran ads for Holocaust Co.
Hey, birthday boy. Take it down a notch. You got too much soda.
I got Kanye in me. He's going to be on here one way or another.
Yeah, I feel
no,
like
can you hand me another White Claw?
I feel like the whole thing just launched like a 2-week Rumspringer on like Jewish jokes on podcasts, and it's like now I'm all out.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm like I'm out.
Yeah, it makes
I'm out. I've had it's
Yeah, I was already running pretty hot.
yeah. It's like all right, that was cool. Chill out for another, hopefully 30 years or so.
Yeah, would anybody else like a White Claw?
Yeah, I'll grab
buddy,
another
thanks.
one. Thank you.
We
Yeah,
got
man.
10 o'clock show.
Yay.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, dude.
Yay.
That's my whole concern is not even concern, but it's like, dude, if you were to really
you, bro.
poll a bunch of people and hook them up to like blood pressure tests and be like, yo, how pissed are you about this? I think 90% of people will be like, yeah, it's fucking weird.
I've run into a couple that were actually upset.
Yeah.
Now.
The one lady I know is from Poland,
Okay.
and she's old, and her
For sure.
parents they were Jewish in Poland
Yeah, you okay.
during the Holocaust.
Checks out.
Okay.
So
All right.
Checks out.
she's
Not
like, you
thrilled.
can't. You got to shut the fuck up about it. Don't joke about it.
Yeah. Checks out.
She's got. I'd be pissed,
Yeah, makes sense.
but I don't know. This whole thing's gay, and I feel
Stinks.
stupid.
Yeah, it
I
stinks.
feel gay for bringing it up.
No, that's what will get you when someone is actually like, that's the only time I really feel anything, when I know somebody who's actually like a physical being is like, no, it actually, here's why. And I go, I feel bad now.
Yeah.
All right, well, I won't laugh about it when you're around.
Most of
respectfully.
it's,
Yeah.
but most of it's the realm of abstraction where you're just kind of like, dude,
Yeah.
we're having a laugh.
We're having a laugh.
We're having a goof. There's the most famous person in the world's denying the Holocaust right now on a meta level. It's funny. On a meta level, because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, take yourself out of the equation.
It's funny.
When he was like, if you were like, if you went back in time and he was like, George Bush doesn't care about black people, and you got to sit there in your time machine and go, oh, you guys just wait what happens. Wait till the lid pops off of this guy. That's a funny thing to think about.
It is very funny.
When you just get out of the fourth dimension, this whole stuff gets kind of funny.
True.
When you can suspend time, it's like, it's kind of all kind of
Yeah,
funny.
you should spend time.
It's all kind of funny if you can spend time.
You go to Dr. Strange. You're like a Holocaust joke.
There's an alternate.
Or funny.
There's an alternate timeline where
And you
the
open it,
only
you
thing that
actually
was
see it, you're
different.
like, oh, shut it, close that, that's terrible. Oh, close that one. Don't do that one. Well, how did I move my forearms on that
Yeah,
one?
this ice cream cake's sweating, dude. You gotta get into that. You gotta eat the fucking cake. I spent everything on this thing.
But no, I hope ever.
You're not gonna have a slice of cake.
I'm definitely going to eat it.
Eat the fucking
I
cake.
just want to hear the
dude.
rest of your Kanye story.
No,
man.
that was it. I don't want to delve into any more because I feel like I'm
Right.
already taking advantage of.
That's what
Yeah.
he gets for texting you.
That's what I mean. I hate that. Although all the guy does is screenshot conversations and texts with
True.
other people. But then again, I could be having a thing. He might be having a bit of a mental breakdown.
He could.
Yeah, he is.
He could be, or he's a genius that's trying to show everybody that you can be a martyr and lose everything publicly.
Well, I also
One of those things.
They
I
did
He could
also
have
just
just
say
given it all away.
I think he's probably
200,000 months.
I'll be honest. I think this guy's fucking having,
Yeah.
and I don't want to take advantage of.
No,
it.
I was more so on the like, oh, maybe he's next level, and I've been watching it going,
Yeah,
and I just wish the
it's
dude.
tough.
musically, absolutely next level. That fucking that fucking Amazon concerts makes me happy.
Yeah, it was also when he came out at the time to be like, I love Trump. That was a taboo. He was breaking a taboo.
Yeah,
and it was like,
And
all
he
right,
liked
cool.
it. He got a taste of it.
He got a taste of breaking taboos.
yum.
He goes,
taboos, huh?
I'm going to the ultimate one. I'm going to.
What's
Shane,
number one?
What if the black Israelites texted you on the plane? Would you invite them on?
onto the podcast?
Yeah. Or like,
If
yo,
we were just
all the
backed
boys
by
wanna
a
come on.
line of black guys with swords. That would be fucking sick.
That would be a little worrisome, the swords. But yes, if they were defending our honor, yes, it'd be like Bannerlord.
I saw him.
I would recruit them. I'd say, you guys, you will join my squad.
You'll join my
they're
squad, and we're
roastmasters.
actually going to go after the
Yeah,
other black
they are.
Israelites.
They will. The black Israelites will hit you with the thing that hurts you the most as you walk by, just going to work, minding your business.
Yeah, they'll get you. I saw
Especially
him.
me when you already have piggish features. God, they hate swine.
They're like an army. Dude, they're an army of Steve
walking down the
Hofstetters.
street. What did you say?
They're an army of Steve Hofstetters.
They really are.
Yeah.
They destroy every heckler that walks by, dude.
I feel like nobody bothers those guys though.
You got, yeah. If
No
you
one
give it to
bothers
them
them.
Every
back,
once in a while, a
they
white woman
appreciate
falls
it.
into their web. Just a dumb fly white woman. It's like, you want to do that?
You're actually ignorant.
Yeah.
Shut up, white bitch.
Yeah, and then they just
Get
I
down
should
on the
rape you,
ground.
bitch.
Yeah.
I always try to say hi to them, man, and they always act like I don't exist. I'm always like, "What's up, boys?" And they're always just kind of like,
Then
"Fuck, get the fuck
That
on."
fucks their whole shit up.
I can't be like,
Think
"What's
if
up,
you're
dude?"
going out there, you're like, I'm trying
You're
to bother
kryptonite
white
for
people,
them.
and a white guy walks by like, yo.
a white guy
like-
with your energy is definitely their kryptonite.
I saw. True. I saw them in D.C. swinging. They were swinging like the church fume stuff and the frankincense or whatever.
Yeah.
They
And
were
I
pretty
walked
nice
by
to.
and went,
They were
"Boys."
pretty nice to Tim in Indianapolis.
Yeah,
Dude, are you serious? Those guys didn't give me the time of day.
I know.
I was there like I think like a month before
Bro,
you.
I cruised by on an electric scooter, and they were just like, okay, like nothing.
They gave him a hang loose.
Yeah,
For real?
I basically hit him with a "oh boys," and they were just like, maybe a smoke break or something, but I couldn't get anything out of them.
What do you think they would do if you dressed like a stormtrooper and stood next to them and started yelling at people with them?
Like Star Wars or real? Star Wars Stormtrooper or Poland one?
Yeah, really. That would be kind. What would they do if you rolled up? Dude, that was another thing. Kanye
I mean, they're
was
getting
doing.
orders from the top, dude. It was cool.
Kanye talking about fucking the Nazis' uniforms on a fashion level. That was killing me, dude.
What was it? Hugo
I think
Boss?
Hugo
or-
Boss.
Yeah.
Hugo Boss. He's like, I mean, as a design, Alex Jones is like, I mean, you're a designer. You're talking about design. He's like, I love the Nazis.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
I saw a funny tweet though. It was on Black Twitter. Somebody was like, "For real though, this fit does go hard as fuck." And it was like Hitler wearing a cape walking down these steps. It was like, for real, the fit is fucking sick.
I don't know. Maybe I have too much faith in humanity, dude. I've said it before. I don't think we're in danger of another
Yeah.
H.
Did they have
H
Nazi
word.
swimsuits?
Probably, to be fair.
Yeah, they did a
Speedos.
lot of weird shit with that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what
They
were
would
they
have
up
like
to?
little girl camps, little boy camps, and then they would let the camps mix and fuck each other because they needed more people.
Oh, no.
Like girls, your kids would go away on like woman Nazi camp, and
Cum Springer?
all of them cum Springer would come back pregnant,
What?
and like,
man.
Well, that's
all-
what the
yeah.
birthright shit is in Israel.
What?
You go on your free birthright trip. You get there, and it's like these hot sluts are pretty into American guys. They
Oh,
wanna
really?
Stick around, yeah. Oh yeah,
Israel's
Oh, really?
cool. That's what
Yeah.
you said.
My friend went there.
No, they're
Don't
dude, they're
backtrack
trained.
now to impress Kanye, dude.
yeah, my friend went there. Said it was lit. My friend
Free
went there for like
Palestine?
soccer or something. He was
Free
like,
Palestine, dude.
They live in abundance. Let's not talk about Israel.
Yeah,
let's talk about
this
Israel.
whole thing's a
I was
mistake,
about
and it's
allbirds.com.
giving, I don't like it. It's giving me anxiety.
dude,
I don't want to throw a guy. He reached out to me. I don't want to throw him under the bus.
you're not throwing a man under the bus, bro.
It was just surreal.
Pretty sure he reached out from under the bus already. He reached out from I think he was already under the bus.
You're trying to
Safe
say you love his catalog, and then you turn to Matt. You're like, actually, I love his new stuff. His new thoughts are really what I'm all about. no.
His new album.
Yeah.
What's his new album? What do you think his follow up to Christ is King will be?
Didn't we talk about it on here? He tried to name a couple albums Hitler. Back,
Yeah. What someone said.
I think it's true.
He
Although,
did.
yeah,
Called.
that's what the news says.
Well, then he went on the news and
That's what the media says.
Imagine him standing next to Mike Myers and just saying like, "There's no way it was 6 million," and Mike Myers is just,
But, oh my god!
"Excuse me, a baking powder."
Okay.
Harsh.
Garth falls backwards in his chair.
That's a funny sketch.
It's a funny sketch.
If Ye's looking for funny sketches, Mike Myers and Dana Carvey,
Yeah.
and fucking do the Wayne's World basement interview, and then hit him with those thoughts. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Supreme race.
Look, man.
We're being liberated. Get the net.
Netanyahu, dude. That's a good bit, dude. That was a good bit. That was, dude. Fuck, that was a good bit, dude.
Pull over the limo. I need to grab a Yoo-hoo real quick.
It was a Yoo-hoo. I was talking to someone that was like Yoo-hoo's fucking head of PR, just like, fuck, dude. That was the anti-Semitic chocolate milk. Fuck.
Was it really? Did he talk about you, or was he
No,
sipping
he
on
brought out
you?
Yoo-hoo
Sipping
and
on it?
Net,
dude.
and he was like,
These guys were.
because that was the
I thought you were saying he was
He's
like.
doing
really-
carrot top. On,
Yeah,
or he's
he-
doing sweet potato top.
yeah.
He had a bug catching net and a Yoo-hoo, and he was
Yeah.
doing net and Yahoo. It was awesome.
I didn't
It was
realize.
fucking awesome.
I didn't realize
He's
that's
like,
what you was.
Hey Kanye, we're gonna freeze all your assets.
I thought he just had a you the whole time. Was
for real
sipping.
though, if I found out I had to pay $200,000 a month in child support, I would be dropping grenades out of a helicopter. I'm sorry, he's fucking around too much on the internet, but it's pretty bad.
Did he try to drink the Yoo-hoo through the mask?
He accidentally chocolate ported himself. I do dig that mask though, because these are all deep fakes. I mean, in the court of law, you can't prove that was ever him.
Oh.
You can't get in trouble for that in court.
Talking with the mask on.
No, just going on a podcast and going, I like Hitler.
Alex Jones got busted pretty hard.
They didn't like that stuff. If you would have worn
Yeah.
that black mask,
But
If he just to say that one thing
true.
about the school.
All right, never mind. I'm staying out of this. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yes.
mean, dude, look. Tell you what,
if you would have focused
We're
on
about
how
to
the
enter
one
the age
kid's
of- we're about to
dad
enter
was
the age of
deep,
Aquarius.
never mind.
we're about to enter the age of Aquarius, guys.
Yeah,
We're
let's
all
just-
trying to have fun.
let's
Everyone
change the
everyone
subject.
needs a good laugh. You know what I mean?
Have a little birthday cake.
Yeah.
Why don't
Guard
you?
dog or
It is
no?
a bad-
Would
it
you
is a-
prepare Mike a slice of this cake, please?
The whole subject is my whole point is the whole subject is quicksand, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm out. You get out of it, then you go.
It's very thoughtful of you.
Is
know
the
that.
ground still? And you slip
Yeah,
down
yeah.
to it up in your nipples. You're like, dude,
You're
it's the
like,
whole thing.
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wait, hold on, I got this.
Yeah. Maybe what Kanye's trying to do.
Well, let's see what the numbers say.
It was funny. It was actually funny if you saw it. Dang it.
No, we don't have to talk about that stuff.
Well, we did. That's fine.
It's something we're all dealing with collectively right now.
Yeah.
One of the biggest stars ever. Just go, dude. Imagine Mel Gibson just sitting by. Just being like,
Poor guy.
Mel.
I mean, they're going to form the Avengers.
no, Mel's he's fine.
No, when you bring
No.
up when that's the hot button issue, people are like, and yeah, you did that too,
Yeah.
you piece of shit. Yeah.
True.
Oh, can you share the first message you sent?
No.
Okay.
Can you share the Mel Gibson voicemail?
No. I don't want to share any messages.
True.
Other than, yeah.
Oh,
You're an
'Cause,
honorable man.
by the way,
Yeah.
Thank you,
it
buddy.
was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're an honorable man. You are an honorable man. Let it be known for the record.
Thank you, Matt, but
Many others in your position
feels
would have.
sleazy.
Well, that's why you're an honorable
That's how
man.
they want
Because
you
you
to
feel that. Rather than going,
I did call my agent to tell him I'm doing it.
it's like, okay.
He was like,
He said, the fuck you are.
he was like, what? He was like, Shane, do not do this. I put it on speaker.
Shane was in a convertible. I can't hear you. Hung
Yeah.
it up, threw it in the
I was
back seat.
like, no, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Actually, he wants to fly me tomorrow. He was like, "We've worked so hard, you and all your friends. You can't do this." And I was like, "I'm doing it, dude. It's gonna be hilarious."
Yeah.
And then I was sitting around. I was like, "Dude, if I was a true artist, I would do it,
Yeah.
but I'm not.
Well,
I'm a
also,
coward.
no, I don't think it's a cowardice.
No,
I
you're
think,
a kind-hearted
I think it's
bitch,
nice.
dude.
I think
Call
it's
him
nice.
now.
I think
I'm
it's
a
nice to sit
coward,
back.
dude. I should have been on that fucking plane, dude. Should have been me, Milo, Fuentes, and Kanye.
I mean,
Good
that's a tough
God.
flight to Florida.
I mean, just that
that's
picture.
a tough 2.5 hours,
That's
dude.
Dork City, dude.
Oh my god.
Just that picture alone, dude, would be
Oh, like
terrifying.
Yeah, it'd be devastating.
on the private jet, Milo was pretending to read a
Meanwhile,
Bible.
all the people criticizing me would have been on the private jet to Epstein's Island. They'd be like, I can't believe he's on that plane. They'd be like, what about that other jet? Remember that other
two
private
jets.
jet? There's a pretty bad private jet that a lot of you guys were on.
Is Epstein Island still functional?
For like kids, or you mean like, can you live there?
Like, did they still got
Or
the water
is the
slides
water
going?
park open?
Was there a water park?
Oh, there had to have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, there had to be some kid-friendly stuff.
Damn, that's how they deliver them to your room.
Yeah, it's just
There's a wet kid slid in your
green
room.
light.
Everyone's got the end of a water slide in the room. They just come slide.
Yeah. Just basketball court slides, that screech noise into your bedroom floor.
Prince Andrew waiting at the bottom with his mouth open.
Yeah, people forgot about that.
Backwards Marco
They've been
Polo.
forgetting about
That
that.
You can do all
child
that.
sex ring with
Yeah.
all of the elites, well, a lot of the elites of the world. They got busted and
That did
everyone
slip
went.
my mind.
That guy hung himself in prison weirdly.
Oh, the security cameras fell off and the guard took a smoke break and he hung himself. And the autopsy was like, no. They're like, yeah. He hung himself. He couldn't live with the guilt.
Would you wait for the lifeguard go ahead on the water slide at Epstein
To the
Island?
pedophile?
Yeah.
Water slide?
Would you just be a bad
Would
boy
I
and go down?
respect the... No. I've always respected the lifeguard.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true.
Salute him back.
Used to have a lot of fun disobeying the lifeguards at
Yeah.
Williams Grove, the motor speedway. Used to have a theme park across the street.
What?
Now it's in every online as like a haunted thing just because it's all overgrown.
Was that partial custody kingdom?
It was absolutely partial custody kingdom, dude. It was a shit show. But we used to go on the water slide, and me and like 10 of my friends would go. And whoever went first would be the blocker. You'd go down first and turn sideways and wait for the next guy and wait for the next guy. And then I was the wedge breaker. I'd come down last. And I would just smoke them. It hurt so bad, but it was so funny. And then 10 kids would come out at once. And the lifeguard would be like, damn you kids, you're coming. We'd be like, fuck yeah.
Oh, man.
You work at Williams Grove, loser.
You go right back to the top.
Yeah, go right to the top.
Oh my god.
You guys would have crushed at Epstein Island, man.
I mean, 10 coming down at once. Just
Imagine
Chris
for real.
Tucker down there at the bottom. Just like, no. Yeah.
I think I ordered too much. Did he get some of these to go?
Was he on the logs?
Yeah, yeah.
Logs, dude.
I was told it was a
everybody
different
was
Chris.
on
Didn't
there.
he like
Oh, was it a
straight?
different Chris Tucker?
That's what I heard.
No.
No, he was boys with them, right?
Well, he was hanging out with Michael Jackson, too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Spacey.
spaceman.
The Spaceman was big.
Tried and true.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
You think they all clapped when the pilot landed on Epstein Island?
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Well, with whatever free hands they had. Because that jet was popping, dude.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because he did like a 180, didn't he? At one point, he like really cleaned up his act. He stopped cursing.
Spacey?
Epstein?
No,
Chris Tucker.
Tucker. Tucker.
Yeah, probably
Didn't he?
hit fucking rock bottom. He probably hit the fucking
Yeah.
Wow.
a weekend in
Do you think one of the kids came out the water slide? He went, God damn!
his face fucking a kid. Do you understand the word?
Never touch a black man's sex slave.
Do you understand the kid that's coming in my mouth?
Yes. That's the one I was going for. I'm sorry. I couldn't get it. I just said his line from the movie. I didn't change any comedy at all.
Imagine waking up the next morning with like dried kid cum in your mouth.
Oh my god, dude.
Gotta change, man.
Imagine getting charged for the water you use to clean kids
Yeah.
come out of your mouth.
You
Crack open a
roofie
bottle of
kid.
Evian.
Oh man.
Damn,
Right,
what would
this
he
is
say
gonna
to a
be
kid
$12.
after he roofied them?
What would Chris Tucker say? What would I say?
What would Chris Tucker say after he roofied a kid and the kid fell asleep?
Yeah, dang.
Yeah, or
You just got knocked the fuck out.
Oh, there you go.
That'd be terrible if he really was never there.
he's probably innocent. For real, sorry,
Free
Chris
tough,
Tucker.
dude.
Yeah, we're
It is-
talking about
but
the
it
other
is funny
Chris
to think
Tucker.
about his voice.
As a child rapist.
Now, Matt. Now, how disappointed do you think?
Child rape. It is funny. I froze time and it's
Chris
funny.
Although that probably did alleviate tension. Like if you're a kid getting blasted and you're in the next room, you're like, is that Chris Tucker?
No, I mean, yeah, of course. It's better
Now-
than just an uncle.
What do you, man? What do you,
did go
what do
to
you
the
think it
island.
sounded like when Jackie Chan had to express his disappointment in Chris Tucker?
No.
When Jackie Chan did it,
Jackie
No, we
Chan
don't
probably
do
had to
that.
talk
In
to his old
America,
friend.
he
They
sounded
made
like-
3 feature films together.
I said, Chris, this is not good.
It's probably something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris, this is not
That would
good.
be a nice fucking movie.
Rush Hour 4?
No, he finds out about the island and comes down and clears it out with his karate.
Oh my
That'd be such a sick movie.
Just
Dude.
breaks Prince Andrew's boner.
Yeah. That'd be so good.
That would be nasty.
And that's the reveal at the end is Chris Tucker. He's like, Chris, come on, we gotta
He's
get the fuck
Juntao
out
the
of
whole
here.
time.
We gotta get out of here. And he like goes down to save Chris and the kids. And then at the end is the reveal that Chris was in on it the whole time. One of the kids is like to Chris, he's like, man, that ain't true, man. And then like 5 more kids are like, it was him.
And then Jackie Chan kills the kids. He's like, we gotta get out of here. Come on. They'll seal the court documents. Don't worry. Let's go. The island explodes and they fly together. And Chris is like, I'm never going to curse during my stand up ever again. Like, I'm done with that stuff.
Damn, the last chopper out of Epstein Island had to be like Platoon.
There's celebrities grabbing. Yeah, again, it's just a joke. Chris probably didn't have sex with kids on Epstein's
I
Island.
really hope, but what I could have sworn he was on the flight logs.
Was he
The
on the
name
line?
Chris Tucker was on there.
He's on the flight logs. Maybe I do think they were getting flights. There's a lot of people on these flight logs.
Yeah.
I think he had a private jet and was just like, "Oh, I'll fly you." At a rich, famous party, and he's like, "I have
Yeah.
a jet. You can take it to where
Let's
you're
go.
going."
Yeah. Also,
I don't
too,
think they were, unless was it to the island. You can't tell
But-
from the logs.
There, so I think Matt Groening went too from The Simpsons. And they were saying like,
Why you little?
What do you have to write on the trunk? I will not fuck kids. I will not
You
fuck
didn't like
kids.
it?
I will not fuck
Yeah.
kids.
That was great, man.
You didn't
that's
like
the real
kid?
reason Bart never ages. But apparently he was on the flight, like taking his shoes off, like, okay, girls, let's go. Start working.
Oh,
yeah.
he was.
No.
Yeah, he made himself
told
pretty
you this?
comfy. This was in like an article.
March.
March. I wish I could do a March.
Homie.
That was great.
Jeffrey.
Homie, that's your 5th little boy. Don't you think we should go? Marge.
That fucking sucks, dude. To be
That
on those
can't
logs.
be true, dude. I love The Simpsons.
Groaning?
I used to.
Yeah, Matt.
I used to. They stunk. They were the
Well,
best.
then they all became like liberal fucking dorks.
Why do you think, bro?
No, are you
True.
Googling this?
Why do you
Matt Groening?
think?
Matt Groening foot
Hang
massage.
on a minute.
I thought it was
boy.
I need a boy ass, dude.
Who's in need a boy?
I'm looking for a boy to suck on. A boy to suck on.
Again, if you're innocent.
Was he there? Confirmed, dude.
Wait, Matt Groening or a boy to suck on?
So what?
Has it been graining the whole time?
Groening, yeah.
I'm an
That was
idiot.
groaning.
I've been calling him groaning my whole life.
Well,
He was
Us
groaning.
animation and child pornography heads know that it's graining.
do you think he does all the
Beat
Simpsons
off the
porns too?
Simpsons porn.
Do you think he draws all the
Beat off
Simpsons?
to this.
What?
Yeah, you whacked
I
off
didn't beat
to-
off. I've seen it, but I've never
You've
beat
never
off
beat
to
off
it.
to Simpsons porn?
One of Mike's favorite gifts is
That hesitation
I tried to
was
get
a
into it,
fucking
but-
yes.
Marge
I'm gonna
has
tell you
Bart
why.
in like a power bomb position and she's sucking on his meat.
That's exactly why I don't jerk off to Simpsons, because every fucking cartoon is Marge fucking Bart.
Yeah, that's.
But they're
that's
not
the
real.
line.
I
Yeah,
know, but I
dude,
still
You
wanna
want to
see-
see? You want to see Marge and Ned?
Yeah.
Yo,
I wouldn't mind
Now
that.
you're talking.
Yeah, we
Abu.
should switch to the Patreon.
Abu
Okay.
and Marge. Yeah,
Guys,
live stream. Don't fuck
live
around.
stream. Look, if you want to be a little brat about it and complain, don't watch it.
Yeah, don't.
But it's going to be fun and it's going to be good. And Matt, we're trying to obtain an opera singer to sing funny words.
Yeah, if you know one, please get at me.
No,
We'll
the
find-
opera
we'll find-
singers,
yeah.
not funny words,
No,
because you're going to get some DMs.
they don't get that.
All right,
Yeah, we need some opera
dad
singers.
meat.
Yeah.
bros.
Funniest
Check
guy
out
in the
Dad
world.
OnPerks.com.
Thank you. Check out Little
OnPerks.com?
Stinkers too. Yep, onperks.com.
Oh yeah.
I have to sell everything through my website because the
Kanye's enemies.
Kanye's enemies are jamming me up at Amazon, so I'm doing everything through onperks.com. It's like anything I do. I promise if you check that out, you'll like my book. Also check out Little Stinkers, me, Del Calo, and Jake Matera.
Why? Because it's called Perks.
No, they just stopped paying me for my other 2 books. They kept saying that my bank info was wrong, and it's been the same for years. And they just stopped paying me royalties for my previous 2 books, so I refuse to do business with them.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Fuck these guys.
Bezos is Polish, eh?
Yeah, that's how he made his fortune.
Well, they're downsizing. I think Amazon's hurting, dude. So you don't want to go down with that
You
shit.
think
Mike.
Amazon's hurting?
Yeah, they're laying off like 40% of their workforce.
I think they all figured out they can do it. After Twitter laid off a bunch of their workforce and it's fine. Like, yeah,
He's
let's,
like, these guys aren't doing shit.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna switch over to the Patreon. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys.